What's good?
Going on, y'all?
What up? What up? We are back on the Unpopular Opinion Podcast, man. Man. It's been a minute. We're just gonna start off with a quick prayer, something that we do as a team, and then we're gonna just go ahead and get into it. Well, we thank y'all for this meeting. Thank y'all, Lord God, that we get a chance to talk sports, talk about what's going on, talk about what's going on with these players, talk about what's going on with different moments in the playoffs, and that we get to share just as from a different perspective, a different lens, what's going on in the sports realm, the sports arena, Lord God, and that you get glory out of this and through this conversation that people are entertained by it. Jesus' name, pray. Amen.
Amen.
What's going on in the sports realm, the sports arena, Lord God, and that you get glory out of this. Conversation that people are entertained. Man, what's the hot topic, man? What we'll talk about?
Man, look, man. A lot transpired.
Oh man.
Last couple of weeks. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And that person happens to be a very popular person, with a very big legacy, you know what I'm saying? And that sparked up a conversation, outside the show about who's the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? And I know everybody talk about who the GOAT is. That's a popular NBA conversation. But since that was something that was discussed outside the group in our group chat, you know what I'm saying? I think we need to start with that, man. While it's fresh and hot, let's talk about that, man. Who all y'all individually think the GOAT is, man? And then you gotta say why. You gotta say why you think that person the GOAT.
Man, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. My GOAT has always been Kobe. Always gonna say Kobe, and why? That's who I grew up watching. That's who was head of the basketball era in the 2000s. Kobe's record is crazy. You don't have to really. I ain't even gotta repeat it. I'm talking about All-Star, MVP, contest winner, 5 championship games. Listen, Kobe is that dude. And I love LeBron. I got respect for LeBron. I got respect for Jordan, but I grew up with Kobe. So that's always been my GOAT, yo.
I think he hopped off. Probably got some. I was trying to think if he. Hold up. Trying to see. There you go.
Word.
I'm bringing him back in. Go ahead, John. You good? You still?
So yeah, man. Kobe's my GOAT, bro. Always Kobe, man. Rest in peace to Kobe. But Kobe really put the Lakers really on the map for my generation. Of course, it was him and Shaq, but then even taking them back and getting 2 more rings after Shaq dipped out, yeah, that solidified Kobe's legacy for the Lakers, for sure.
I mean, Kobe is. You got to respect Kobe. Especially for everything that transpired. You gotta put respect on his name.
Really?
I'm gonna go ahead and say who I think the GOAT is, and it's the man that lost last night, LeBron James. And me personally, the reason why I feel like he's the GOAT, one, I didn't see Michael Jordan play, so I would only be saying Mike because it's popular to say Mike. I didn't watch that man play. I don't, I was born when he was playing, but I wasn't really outside, so I don't, you know what I'm saying? I can't really see Michael Jordan unless I'm just saying it because, that's the popular opinion to see. But I watched The Last Dance, and I feel like The Last Dance kind of exposed some things. Just me personally, it exposed some things about Michael Jordan that I personally don't agree with. But I ain't gonna really get into that because that's not what this is about. The conversation isn't about The Last Dance, so I'm not gonna really allude on that. But I personally think that LeBron, one, the dude is gonna be the top of every in the record book. When you open the record book, it's gonna be him. His name gonna be at the top of the record book. And my boy Chris made a good point. Numbers ain't everything, but at the same time, it's a saying. And y'all know what the saying is: women lie, men lie, but the numbers don't lie. And I know numbers don't always tell a complete story, but when it comes to LeBron, if the dude end up leading the league in points, if he top 5 in assists, he top 5 in rebounds, and that's regular season and playoffs. And amongst all the other stuff he done, like going to 3 different franchises, winning championship, getting Finals MVP, All-Stars, all that stuff. I mean, the dude just, I don't know, man. I don't think it's gonna be hard for somebody to really come and do what LeBron has done. Like I think that's how I look at it. Like, regardless if you like him or not, I mean, kudos, but you got to respect what the man has done. Like, I don't see another player coming along and being able to do what he did on the floor and off the floor too. I think that you got to consider that too. There's not too many people that can juggle social issues and trying to win a championship for their team at the same time either. Like, shout out to Mike. Mike didn't I ain't getting into it. But I ain't gonna get into all that. But like I said, that's just me personally, that's how I feel. I think Mike was a great player, Kobe was a great player. But I mean, and ultimately it's those three. Like, it's really nobody else. At least for me. Just because, Mike is the all-around GOAT for most people, and then Kobe is somebody that I grew up watching, and LeBron. And it's coming from somebody who's an Iverson fan also. Like, I'm ultimately an Allen Iverson fan, but I'm a realist when it comes to basketball. Like, LeBron is way better than Iverson, but still, Iverson is honorable mention. But I ain't gonna take up all the time talking, but that's pretty much why I feel like he's the GOAT. I'm gonna leave myself.
Man, I respect y'all boys' opinion, man. But y'all know I disagree, bro. Now, before I even say first of all, I think Michael Jordan is GOAT. But before I say that, I think Kobe is so disrespected, bro. Because if you even watch ESPN, dog, and you like even hear people talk, bro. Well, I ain't say people, because I think the fans give Kobe respect, but the media, bro, the media is so disrespectful towards Kobe. All the time, listen to something like that. I done seen multiple lists from like media personalities where like Kobe ain't even in their top 5, and like I just feel like that's so disrespectful, bro. Like, even before you get to the GOAT debate, like, y'all, Kobe, come on, bro. Like, don't disrespect that man like that. Like, real talk, come on, man. Like, real talk. The man already got disrespected when he got 1 MVP award. We ain't gonna get into detail. We know why he ain't get more. We ain't gonna talk about that. But come on, man. Like, don't disrespect that man. If Kobe ain't at least in your top 5, you ain't no real basketball fan, dog. I'm just sorry. Like, ain't no way Kobe deserved the disrespect he be getting. You know what I'm saying? Tell me I'm wrong on that now. Like, number 9, bro. Like, come on, yes, man. Y'all, come on now. Y'all gotta do better than that, dog. That ain't even cool, bro. So I'll say that. And so that, which brings me into to even further into my argument. I feel like people really like have leapfrogged LeBron past Kobe. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it's not a close competition. I'm not saying there's no like understanding of why they might think that. But I also feel like you just can't skip over Kobe, because I'll admit, he probably, even though Kobe was popular in his own right, he's not as popular as Bron, obviously. Bron obviously has more of a younger crowd and social media, obviously, and stuff like that. So that, obviously, that's going to hype him up a little more. So we already know how much ESPN talks about LeBron. You ain't going to turn on ESPN no day without LeBron being mentioned at least once. You know what I'm saying? So I get that might play a role. But, like, we can't just skip over Kobe, bro. And back to what you were saying, Sham, this is why I think Michael Jordan is the GOAT. Like, first of all, I know we talked about this in our chat. It is a little unfair that it seemed like Mike's so untouchable. Like, oh, y'all ain't gonna never let Mike be untouchable. Y'all ain't gonna never let Mike get caught. Y'all always gonna, anybody that try to challenge Mike, y'all gonna automatically just stick with no Mike to go. Like the old heads and OGs, Mike. I get it. That is a little unfair, but at the same time, it's a reason he gets that respect. And it's a reason he gets that love. And no, you're right. We might, especially me. I'm the youngest in the group.
I think Chris froze up a little bit, or is that just me? Yeah, Chris.
Nah, he could. Hold on.
I can see what you're saying. Like, oh, y'all get me now?
Yeah, you back now. You had broke up for a little bit during traveling.
Where I stopped at?
What was it? What was it, Sean? I think it was at the part like you were in midway about why people leave.
You're the youngest out of the group, and then it kind of cut out.
You said can't leave. What else talking about?
You was like
you're the youngest out of the group, like basically alluding to.
Yeah. I was saying, like, I get your point, Shan, when you say, like, oh man, I wasn't old enough to watch Michael Jordan or whatever the case may be, and obviously I can relate that because I'm the youngest in the group. But like, even though we didn't, I guess, grow up in the prime or we weren't like adults or like teenagers in that Michael Jordan era, we have seen enough of Michael. Let's not act like when you say that to me, I'm like, bro, we don't watch enough of Michael Jordan. Like, you know, NBA TV play hardwood classic games all the time. Like, that's just, even though it might not have been in that moment, that doesn't take away from like us watching Jordan. That's the same as watching Jordan. No, we might not have that same nostalgic feeling or that same emotion because it obviously wasn't in the moment. It wasn't actually in the 90s like our parents and stuff probably got to really live in the moment. Nonetheless, that don't change our eyes and what we saw when we watched the throwback games and stuff like that. So we've seen enough of Jordan to know what that man was working with. So that's just my defense to that perspective. Like, yeah, I may not have been on an adult in the 90s to really taking the emotional part, but as far as watching Jordan and watching the games and stuff, I seen enough to know, hey, this ain't just hype. This ain't just because my mom and daddy, stuck in the 90s and they don't want to let the 90s go. No, this dude really is what people said he was. I've watched enough to know that. You don't take rocket science when you watch Jordan to see how good he is. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like this is me, bro. For me, when you talk about the GOAT, bro, it has to be undeniable, unquestionable. And if you have too many questions, you have too many doubts and too many concerns and too many you can't. That eliminates you. I'm not saying a little bit of questions. I'm talking about when it's too many. Like, I don't know about this. We gotta think about this, and we gotta factor this in. I can't call you the GOAT. That's not saying LeBron ain't no legend. Y'all, first of all, to be clear, LeBron is. I don't really have a favorite basketball player, but if I had to choose one, LeBron James would be it. Because I'm a Cavaliers fan. Obviously, I've been a Cavaliers fan, so obviously, I always had love for LeBron. Always, you know what I'm saying? I had a little moment where I got mad when he left for Miami, but I always had love. So this is coming from a person who truly loves and respects LeBron as a legendary basketball player. Like, I ain't no LeBron. I ain't Skip Bayless, bro. So for me to even be saying this, but I just got to be, like you said, I just got to be real, bro. Like, I can't put you ahead of Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant, dog, when, I'm sorry, bro, you lost to Dwight Howard in the Eastern Conference Finals, bro. I'm sorry, bro, you didn't get your first year in L.A., you should have got to the playoffs, bro. I'm sorry. Like, there's no excuse for that, dog. I'm sorry when you joined up with D Wade and Chris Bosh and created one of the first super teams, not the first because Boston created first, but one of the first super teams, bro. And you didn't get the job done twice. And I'm sorry, bro. You can't get a pass me on that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying Kobe and Mike never made mistakes, but the only difference between Kobe and Mike's mistakes is the fact that Kobe and Mike made their mistakes not in big moments. That's in my opinion. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not, obviously we know Kobe lost in the finals before, but when most of the time when Kobe got to the finals and when Kobe was in a big time game, Kobe showed up, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he might have lost, he might have missed the playoffs some years. Yeah, them boys might have lost in the Kobe might have lost in the first round a couple years. But whenever he did get to the big dance, he made it happen. Same thing, and we know Michael Jordan even more so. Mike might have lost it. Yes, Mike does not have a perfect first round record. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, in his early years before Pippen and all that, yeah, he struggled. But when Mike finally got on, he did. In other words, when he got his opportunity, he didn't miss on it. And that's why I feel like we can't. It's like when you say Kobe and because this is what you said in our chat. You was like Kobe and Mike made mistakes that people ignore. Yeah, people ignore their mistakes. As a matter of fact, it's funny. I was thinking about this. This is what you and John, y'all probably don't remember, about 2 years ago. Shan, me and you was on different sides of this perspective. Like, you were saying what I'm saying right now, and I'm saying what you were saying back then. You and John said this to me clear as day. Y'all was like, bruh, the reason people LeBron get hated on more or get more criticism is because Kobe and Mike won more when it counts, and LeBron has shriveled up in bigger moments than they have, and that's just the truth, bruh. Like, that's not lies. That ain't like an opinion. That's not because I don't like Bron. That's just facts, bruh. The man, he's shriveled up in bigger moments than Kobe and Jordan have, and I just like. Although LeBron is LeBron is one of the greatest basketball players to ever play the game. Again, in my opinion, he's number 3, definitely top 3, no question about it, bro. And it's no question. You can't like, if you put LeBron in lower than that, I'm sorry, you're not a real, you just hating at that point. So I'm not taking away from the man's greatness. He's great. Like I said, I'm not Skip Bayless, bro. But at the end of the day, I can't leapfrog that man past 2 people who, when it counted, and this is facts, bro. This ain't opinion. When it counted most, 2 people who got it done more than him, bro. I can't leapfrog him because his stats is better. I can't do that. I'm be real. You want to be real, Shan? that's like me saying Drew Brees better than Tom Brady because Drew Brees low-key got better stats than Brady. Because he does. We know Brady to go, but Drew Brees got better stats than Brady. I can't leapfrog Drew because, oh, man, well, Drew numbers look better. Nah, bro. When it counted most, Brady got it done. Drew has fumbled more and messed up more in bigger moments than Tom Brady has, which is why we call Tom Brady to go. And so that's my argument, bro.
BC, I'm gonna let you go because it can't. You know what I'm saying? Can't just. I'll let you go ahead and see what you gotta say first.
All right, I got you. Well, since I'm the oldest one out the group, and I actually seen Michael Jordan play, I'm gonna say Mike the GOAT. And the reason why I say that because not only have I seen him play, but he changed the game of basketball from the first Jordan shoe to the commercials. I want to be like Mike to winning 6 championships and never going to a game 7. That's hard in the NBA to, go win 6 straight, well, not straight, but win 6 championships, never going to a game 7. And, like you said, Kobe and LeBron, those are the top 3. You can put whatever order you want to put. Like Sham, you made a good point when you said LeBron won 3 championships with 3 different teams. That's hard. Like LeBron could be an MVP every year, but you can't sleep on Kobe because Kobe did it with Shaq. Then people was like, well, when Shaq leave, what's Kobe gonna do? Kobe did it without Shaq. So it's like, tomato, but to me, the GOAT is Michael Jordan because the reason why I say he'd GOAT because he changed the game of basketball. Because before Mike, people watched basketball, but it wasn't like, oh, okay, I'm gonna watch basketball. But everybody wanted to be like Mike. And till this day, people still, oh, I wanna, relish my game like Mike. I wanna be like Mike. I wanna play like Mike, They might add a little flair to the game now since you got like Steph Curry with the threes and all that, but it all goes back to Mike. And he's still relevant this day because people want to buy the shoes and everything. So to me, the GOAT is Michael Jordan because to me he changed the game of basketball. And I'm done.
All right. So and I do agree. Mike was cool. But I think the reason why, like I said, the reason why I put LeBron ahead of him is just because, I don't know. I just feel like Kobe and Mike both benefited from something that LeBron never had. And I look at the totality of their careers and everything, not just the finals. I think that's the thing that kind of changed my mind with it. I can't really judge. I don't want to take the GOAT conversation and just allude it to just championships. Cause football, any other sport, you're gonna have to do that too. And it's kind of unfair as well. I think even with the Brady thing, the reason why I think Brady is the GOAT over Joe Montana is not just because of championships. I just think he played in a different time that was a little bit more tougher than Joe Montana. That's just my personal opinion. But even with basketball, when I started thinking about it, I'm like, if I'm gonna really make it solely on just championships, then of course you can't make Jordan to go. It would have to be Robert Horry or somebody like Bill Russell. And we all know we ain't picking Bill Russell and Robert Horry over Michael Jordan or Kobe or LeBron. But I don't know how to really explain it. But I guess in a sense, I feel well, maybe not more so Kobe because Kobe kind of played in both eras, but Michael Jordan just played in an era that was just so different from how it is now. Jordan didn't have to worry about media and bashing them and social media, people constantly bashing you and dragging your name through the mud because it's easy for us to sit here and say yo, you gotta be able to get through it. But we ain't in the fire, you know what I'm saying? Constantly you got people belittling you, throwing your name in the mud, saying this, that, making memes about you. When you lose, it's a spectacle when you lose. Jordan didn't have to go through that. He didn't have to go through, the vigors of always dealing with the media and social media and all that stuff. And then, like I said, I was saying this to my dad, I feel like Mike like Mike had it a look like not easier, like in the sense of like playing wise, like on the court, but he didn't really have to. He didn't have to be a leader on the standpoint of like keeping his teammates together, because Phil took care of that. He didn't have to worry about going on the floor and trying to figure out, how the offense is going to run, because LeBron pretty much the system on any team you go to. It's not like he ever played for a Hall of Fame coach that gave him a system to play in. Like, he is the system. Like, whatever happens, it's flow through him. That's why he take most of the blame when they lose. All Mike had to do was get in that triangle and kill niggas. That's all he had to do. Get the ball, kill niggas. That's my job. I don't got to come out here and I guess that's why a lot of people kind of feel like Michael Jordan not like necessarily a great leader, because he was belittling his teammates and cursing them out when they messed up and all kind of stuff. But I mean, that's his personality, so I don't really dock him for that. I mean, I think that's kind of weak to be like, oh well, I mean, I can't really dock him for that, but because that's his personality. But I don't know. I think it's just a lot of things that I think about like that LeBron had to overcome, like just to get to this point. Because I mean, he do need to win more championships, I guess, for it to really be like for people to not really question it. But I mean, it's just my opinion. Like, I just feel like he gotta deal with a lot of stuff that I don't think the average person got to deal with playing like on the elite level. Like, I don't know. That's just how I think about it. Like, not just like, because I mean, it's like I said, it's hard to like. I guess it's easy to say like you got to be able to get past it, but like when you got the media constantly on you all the time and it's showtime, like I don't even know if I could like. I don't know how I would approach it. Like, and it's, I mean, like I said, I ain't LeBron James, I ain't Michael Jordan, I ain't Kobe Bryant. I'll never be on their level as far as like basketball. But like getting on the floor and having to deal with all that constantly, I don't know, man. I don't know if I would be able to do that. Like, and then to be able to like just get past it and win, like when everybody in the world doubting you. Like, I don't know. I think all that kind of count. But and you all right. Kobe do get disrespected a lot. But honestly, I'll put Kobe ahead of MJ. And that, like I said, that just alluding back to the point of me not seeing Jordan. Like, I ain't see that man. Like, I know I can watch a hardwood classic game. That is true. Like, I can watch that. But I don't know, man. Like, I wasn't around. Like, so it's just I just feel like I would just be saying Mike just because.
I
like,
ask John a question, not to cut you off, bro, but can I ask you and John a serious question?
Go ahead.
A serious question, John. You already admitted this before. Be real, bro. Be straight up 100, bro. To me, not, and this is not wrong with this, because it's okay. Because like you said, it is just like when you talk about your top 5 rappers list, and people be like, "Oh, that's crazy." It's your opinion, right? So this ain't wrong, but be real though, bro. Y'all boys really, y'all's picks are more biased, because it's, to me, that's what it sounds like. Correct me if I'm wrong. Now, John, you admitted this before. Now, Sham, I could be wrong about you, but y'all picks to me sound more like, bro, I really, especially you, John, I really like Kobe. That's who I grew up with. That's my guy. I'm rocking with Kobe. So he the GOAT, in my opinion. Not saying that he don't have stats and stuff to back up that argument, but in reality, the truth is, nah, bro, that's just who I'm rocking. That's who I grew up watching, Kobe. You know what I'm saying? So
I would love to answer this.
That factors into your argument. Like, so that's my point. Like, when you start putting in like, I grew up with them and stuff like that, like, it's a respect. Don't get wrong. It's your argument, so you can have it. I'm not knocking you for picking it, but it's like, that's more biased, if we're being honest. That's a more biased opinion. It's not really like, and like I said, I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's how I feel. Like I told you.
No. I mean, MJ is ahead of Kobe, but what I'm saying is just alluding back to my point. Like, I could put Kobe ahead of him just because I seen Kobe. But like,
you're talking more for like emotional connection.
Yeah. But I mean, MJ is ahead of Kobe. Because like I said, even with the rapper thing, like, you know how I feel. Like, I ain't backing down off of that. Like, you can't be better than Jay-Z if you rapping like Jay-Z. Like, that's just that ain't gonna work. Like, Kobe was a carbon, and that's what hurt him. Like, Kobe was a carbon copy of Michael Jordan. Literally. He was our Michael Jordan. But like I said, just alluding back to my point, like, it would be kind of jacked up for me to, you get what I'm saying? Like, because I didn't see Mike play. So, like, I could easily be like, I'm going to take Kobe over Mike because I saw Kobe. Like, I have a connection with Kobe. I don't have a connection with Mike. But I ain't no fool now. I'm taking Mike over Kobe, but that's all I'm saying. I guess I should have clarified. Like, I'm not necessarily saying I'm taking Kobe over Mike. I'm just saying I could take him over Mike based on what I was saying. But go ahead.
I love the aspects of this conversation, because the GOAT conversation has so many different variables to it. that you could talk about. And even when you was talking, Shamar, like I even want to throw another aspect of it into the mix. I know how you mentioned how LeBron didn't have the coaching staff that Kobe and Jordan had. So basically he had to be the system. Now the flip side, I always take this aspect of everybody has a chance to work with what they got. So on one end, all Kobe and Jordan had to do was go out and ball out and score. However, LeBron has a physical capability that Kobe and Jordan just didn't have. The dude could literally guard the 1 through 5. So when we talk about numbers, I also look at, okay, I'm not expecting Kobe and Jordan to out-rebound this man and have more stats to rebound. They ain't got that kind of size. I'm not expecting them to have more defensive players of the year.
That ain't his fault, though. I'm just saying. That ain't LeBron. LeBron ain't create his own body. Like,
hey, I get that. But when you look at the players, you're saying, like Jordan and Kobe didn't create the coaching staff. They just came into it.
I feel you. I'm just saying.
Like LeBron just came into that body. It's like the same thing. It's not like
hey, like, and I know this allegedly, so forgive me if I'm wrong, but y'all, let's not act like later in LeBron's career. I ain't talking about Cleveland days, but later LeBron, if y'all don't believe, I don't know disrespect LeBron at all, bro. But let's be real. If y'all don't believe LeBron had a hand in picking his coaches and later on his career, let's be real, bro. Frank Vogel was come on, man. Like, that wasn't no Genie Bus pick. Like, it might have been, but if y'all don't believe LeBron had to say so in that, so that, come on, he got to kind of blame us. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Tell me, correct me if I'm wrong.
Well, I mean, it's not a lot of elite coaches in general, bro. Like, it ain't like it's a bunch of elite coaches for you to pick from. If you really, like, if you be real, like, you have a top 5 coaches that I guarantee if you have a top 5 coaches, most of them not even alive no more, or they don't coach no more.
Probably. I ain't gonna say he's top 5, but
Phil is gonna be in your, like, it's gonna be Phil Jackson. Some people may say Jerry Sloan. Some people may say Greg Popovich, like modern day coaches. Like, it ain't a lot of elite coaches, bro. Like, I mean, think about it. Like, when LeBron was playing in Cleveland, that man had Mike Brown. That man had what buddy name is from overseas? I don't even remember his name. Like, I can't even remember all this man coaches, bro. This man had Tyronn Lue. Like, and then during that time, who was available for him to get? That's elite. And I'm talking about elite. Like, they got systems in place that can help.
But he didn't want to go to San Antonio.
Nah. Well, why ain't want to play Popovich?
Why ain't want to play Pop?
I mean, you got to ask LeBron that. I don't know. It's
not my point.
No, what I'm saying is he never had a coach on his team, like the teams he played for. Like, you can't, like, okay, for example, who want to go to San Antonio? Like, regardless of the culture there, who want to go live? Like, you want to go live? Like, you
don't want to go live there. But if you want a championship, you won't go there. If you want a championship,
you don't have to do. But he didn't have to go to San Antonio to win a championship. Is what I'm saying.
That's true.
Like, it's LeBron. He didn't have to go there to win a championship. Like, it's
but
not
I think to that point, we was talking about he didn't have to necessarily choose the coaching staff that he ended up with after he got status for being in Cleveland. When you first coming up as a rookie, you ain't really got no choice like that. But after you get some status, now you got more of a choice of whether you want to be the system or choose not to be the system. So if you LeBron and you packing up that many seats, if you told the people, hey, I think I want to go play under Pop, I'm tired of being a coach. Pop would have worked that out because they looking like, bro, you took that team to the playoffs, to the finals? Yeah, come on over here, bro. So you got to show, if you the system, now it's your choice because you got that kind of status.
That's what I'm saying, but he can do that. But at the end of the day, it's still San Antonio is what I'm saying. Like, he don't have to go to San Antonio and chat. Put it this way.
But that's
if you're LeBron James in 2010 and you got an opportunity to go to Miami now, and to play with Dwayne Wade, don't matter who the coach is, like, we got enough talent to win. You gonna go there, or you gonna go to San Antonio and play with Pop?
That lose to the point though. That also, all right, Shamar. Here's the counter to that argument. You go to Miami, you get 2 rings. You go with Pop, possibly you might get 4 while you play with Pop.
You got Tim Duncan.
That kind of talent under that kind of leadership.
But what I'm saying
is, you don't lose that.
I'm not take the coaching out of it. Like, I agree. I would go play for Pop, but Pop is in San Antonio. I don't want to go there. Like, Pop not gonna leave to come coach your team.
Well, you got that. That's your choice. That's your choice.
Y'all understand what I'm saying? Like, Kobe was in LA. Phil came to LA. It's not like Kobe had to leave.
Hold on, Sham.
What do you mean, hold on?
No, wait, hold on.
He can't coach
all right.
Wait.
I get it, but this is 2 different conversations now we're talking about.
But Phil left, though. And why did Phil leave? Because him and Kobe wasn't getting along. Guess why Phil came back? Who asked Phil to come back? Kobe asked Phil to come back. Phil didn't come back on his own, bro. Kobe asked him to come back. So
but regardless, Phil was available to come there. Pop was not available to come
he
to
was.
Miami.
But now, but Sham also
Greg
right now
Popovich-
we're talking about
Greg
two
Popovich
completely.
he wasn't the coach of San Antonio. Like
We
he
talking
was-
about two completely different conversations now. We done went from GOAT conversation to basically talking about where he wanted to play and why, and reasons behind it. This is a whole different conversation now.
Well, no,
Yeah.
I was just making the point of the coaching. Like, I mean, all that mix up, and then it went here. Like, I wasn't trying to take it here. I was just trying to make a point. But yeah.
But Jordan and Kobe
But
had the same coach.
LeBron could have went anywhere he wanted, and when he chose, I'm taking my town to South Beach. You want to go?
I did have a counterpoint
That
to
was
your
his-
point
that
that you
was
made
his-
about social media, though, because the counterpoint I had to that was I feel like the stuff that they dealt with in the 90s probably was worse than what you dealt with on social media because a lot of people think about it. The racism, the people who got issues with that top team and top player, they tired of seeing you win. You can get away with more stuff when there's less cameras around. Part of the stuff that we see on social media so much is also part of the reason why a lot of these players don't get tried as much as they do because some of that stuff gets held back or some of those people, it gets exposed easier. So I believe with the last dance era with Jordan, it's probably way more tragic stuff that happened while they was on the road when it came to, but we just don't know about it because there was no way for it to be on social media. Like, think about it.
I think that's equal. It's 50. I feel like
even think about this, Chris. Like we talking about LeBron and social media. Somebody literally food poisoned this man because they wanted Jordan to lose Game 6. This man had. I thought it was the flu. This man had to play through food poisoning. Hey, I'll take social media worse than somebody food poison me on the day of the game.
I mean, that was kind of Mike's fault though. If you watch the Last Dance,
I feel like with that one, John, that's a 50. I think you got a valid point. You got a valid point, but I really think that's a 50-50. I think social media. I think both eras is bad. Like when you're in that type of superstar light, bro. You're right. They probably got away with more back then, and it was more behind the scenes back then. But social media, the media is a lot stronger now than they were back then. Let's be real, bro.
That's true.
Yeah, the media media has a
but,
lot of power now, bro. Like,
but I will say this: when it comes to tenacity on the tenacity aspect, LeBron knows how to turn off his whole social media when he goes to the playoffs. He does that all the time, or typically. Right. Am I right, Chris? He turns off his whole phone. So
that's why I lost. Let me stop.
Exactly. So for the whole time he's been there, he's turned off his whole phone. But on my and this is just to make a point, of course, bad perspectives. Yeah, I can turn off my whole phone for that, but I can't stop somebody from bringing me some food and then food poisoning me, and I didn't expect it coming.
That's what I'm saying. He could have stopped that though. If you watch The Last Dance, like he could have stopped that because they even said something ain't right about this. He took it anyway. Like he didn't have to eat that pizza, bro.
Man,
that's true. He didn't have to eat it, but he also shouldn't have had to worry about somebody trying to food poison this man.
Y'all really feel like y'all really feel like this era, man. Real talk, bro. Come on, bro. Be real now. And I'm old enough to really talk on this because I did see the beginning. At the end, I did see the end of the last era or the older era. Y'all really feel like this era is easier than the last? I mean, harder than the last era, bro? Like real talk.
I don't think it's harder as far as like a physical standpoint, but players are better, bro. Like I don't care what.
Players are better.
Players are way better now than they were back then.
I'm
gonna say they more athletic. I ain't gonna say they better all the way. I'll say more athletic.
Skill wise, bro, they better, bro. Like you got 7-footers doing stuff that play. Like put it this way, back then it was always you either had a dominant big man that played his position, and then you had people that could spread the floor out that was shooting guards or whatever, and you had point guards. It was not a matter of fact.
I'm gonna take Chris on this one. I still feel like it's still equal. Just like he said with the media stuff. I think it's more equal now still.
Look, you gotta look at it this way though, bro. Like you're right, Sham. You all right. Y'all right. Skill wise, and you right. Especially there wasn't no Steph. Like even Ray Allen wasn't shooting like Steph Curry back then. You right. I give you that. But I'll say this though, bro. That the last era, like, and I think it ended really. I always say it to me in like 07. 07, I think is when that era ended. They played real defense. I ain't talking about
real physical.
Real
physical defense.
Real physical.
Like I'm talking about Ben Wallace and them, bro. Like you can't tell me some of them boys would not make it with no Ben Wallace in the leader. I'm telling you. Like,
Ben Wallace,
I agree with that now. I'm not saying this. I'm not saying it's harder to play. As far as like physicality and stuff, I'm definitely not saying that. I ain't no fool now. It was harder to play, back then and in the 80s. I think the 80s probably the hardest era in general, like, as far as like physicality, because like you can clothesline people.
And what we not gonna know is LeBron being a flopper either. We ain't gonna ignore LeBron flopping. I love LeBron, but come on, like, I know LeBron.
That's part of the game, bro. That's part of the game, bro. It is. I mean, nowadays that's part of the game. If you
I ain't gonna lie, he do it too much, man. He does it too much.
Yeah, he
too
does
much
way too much.
Too much, bro.
Yeah, I'll give
you
you
too
that.
big to be doing that.
Lot, but it's still part of the game, right? Okay, for example, last night LeBron wasn't doing a whole lot of flopping last night. But he wasn't getting a lot of free throws either. He was getting fouled, but he wasn't getting no free throws. So I mean, the man got to do what he got to do to get a call. Like I mean, it is because let me tell you, for example, I'm gonna give you an example. Shaq used to go through this when Shaq was playing. Shaq used to get fouled, and they wouldn't call it because you bigger and stronger than everybody else. We ain't giving you no calls. So the man got to do what he got to do. You got to over-exaggerate contact to get a call. That's what you got to do.
But that's why I say I feel like he wouldn't make like. Imagine Bill Lambert and them. That's like I get LeBron big and strong. Don't get me wrong, but come on, man, all that flop. If you crying about dudes tapping you now, imagine Bill Lambert and them. Them boys would have ate LeBron up, bro. I'm sorry, I don't mean no disrespect, bro.
Hey, look here, man. If he wasn't driving to the basket like that last night, he wasn't gonna be driving to the basket in the 90s.
A problem against the play back then, though, bro, because he was way more athletic than everybody else. You ain't gonna fire him because he gonna jump over you. And
no, he ain't jumping.
Bill Lambert, Bill Lambert. Now you think LeBron ain't ducking on Bill Lambert?
Hold on, but let's not act like Jordan was athletic. Now Jordan,
I'm not saying he not. You brought.
That's my point. They said it. No, Jordan too though.
LeBron would have done on some people. LeBron wasn't gonna dunk over.
But like Jordan was athletic.
The only reason why Michael Jordan got beat up a lot is because Michael Jordan wasn't strong. Like when he went in the weight room and got stronger, the boys wasn't doing nothing with him.
That's true.
Yeah, that summer he went in the weight room after he got beat.
That's the only reason why Michael Jordan used to get beat up is because he was smaller. When Michael Jordan went in that weight room and got stronger, boys wasn't doing nothing with him.
That's true.
That's why the Jordan rule. The Jordan rule, the number one rule in the Jordan rules was we can't let him get in the air. Because if he get in the air, he gonna kill us. If LeBron is bigger and stronger than than Michael Jordan back then. So I mean, he probably would have got beat up, but he was gonna be all right. Michael Jordan LeBron would have been able to play back then. He'd have been all right. I ain't saying he guard or nothing. Like he do be flopping, and I agree with that. But I mean, I think he do that now because it's part of the game. I can't say he would do that then. I don't know, honestly. That's why I don't really like to have the whole like era stuff, like bringing the whole era thing into it because there's a bunch of what ifs. Like you can't really, I can't get a time machine and take LeBron back to the 80s and see what he could do. Like, but there ain't too many players though in this era that could play back then. Like maybe Russ. I think Russ could play back then. LeBron, of course, Kobe.
Still, because them boys, Steph would have changed the game.
I think Steph would play. They be rubbing Steph up on the low, and the refs don't even catch it all the time.
The defense they played back then would have been a bother them, man. Like you can hand check back then.
Yeah,
I don't know. I mean, I think Steph would have got off, but I don't know. Like I don't know if that hand check would have bothered them.
Yeah, that hand check
would have been shoving them and pushing them off the line and off the screens and stuff.
Yeah,
hey, they do that sometime now when the refs ain't looking.
They'll do it all
the time. Not like back then.
They'll do it like they did back then.
They'll do it like they did back then. Beat up, man. That's why I say I don't know. I think Steph would have been good though.
He seemed like he got hard. I think he'd have been all right.
He would have been like Reggie Miller.
He'd have been all right.
I think he would have been all right.
Reggie Miller, Steve Kerr.
Hey, I'm thinking about GP guarding him. GP would have told boy. I'm thinking about that now, boy.
GP feels and GP big, bro. Like GP like
the glove, man.
Yeah, the glove was a big guard, dude. Like he was gonna bump him around. But I mean, I think Steph would have been all right though.
He'd been all right.
And talk trash to him.
He'd have been all right. I mean, but honestly, it's not a lot of players, bro, that can play back then. It's really not.
Goes back to the original point. That's why the three dudes we talking about. That's why, even though we got different opinions, you can't say nothing but them three because them only it's not a whole lot of them outside them three who really can play in both eras, bro.
But you know what though? I'm gonna be real with you though. It's players that belong in the GOAT conversation that really don't get the respect. Like Kareem, honestly, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar really should be considered the GOAT by a lot of people. But, he played in the 80s. He old. Johnson. That's really what people our age won't say. Like we ain't really checking for Kareem because Mike was a little bit more flashy. But honestly, Kareem deserved to be in the conversation a lot more.
Magic
Larry
Johnson.
Bird deserved to be in Magic Johnson. Like those players deserve.
I don't know
to be
about
in the
Larry,
conversation.
man.
I'm like,
I don't know about Larry.
Larry was cold, bro.
Larry was
Yeah,
cold.
Larry.
No, he wasn't the GOAT though, y'all. He cold, but he ain't no
No,
GOAT.
I mean, I'm saying he deserved to be in the conversation, though. I mean,
Yeah.
he deserved to be in the conversation, bro, because he played in a very, very tough era against a lot of tough competition, and the dude showed up when I mean, honestly, it was really out of him in the Lakers every year. You know what I'm saying? That means something. Like, if you in the 80s and you going against the Pistons and the Cavs and even
You
the
beating them
Bulls
boys.
straight in the 80s, like, and you beating these boys, like, that means something, bro. Like,
Yeah.
that means something.
Yeah. I respect that.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's that GOAT conversation, man. So I mean, so like, who y'all think the finals matchup gonna be this year, bro? Like, as far as like
I
these teams,
can't call it right now, bro. I know I want the Clippers to lose tonight, and I definitely don't want
the Clippers to lose, and I don't want to see the Nets. I don't care who else win after that, bro. I really don't.
I'm calling it, bro, on the show. I feel like the Bucks are gonna upset the Nets.
I hope
so, bro.
I feel like they're gonna upset them. I'm calling it, bro.
You know what, John? I'm gonna roll with you on that because I really think Giannis hungry. I think Giannis is really hungry.
Giannis is hungry
because he hears a lot of chatter that everybody, including myself. I feel like, bro, like, okay, Giannis, we get it. You dominant. You a superstar. You do your thing in the regular season. But when it comes to the playoffs, bro, you always kind of mess up. So I think he done heard that chatter, bro, and I think he's really hungry this year. Plus, they got Drew Holiday, and Drew Holiday is so underrated, bro. That man is underrated, bro.
Look at how they swept Miami, bro. The same team that beat them last year, they beat the brakes off them boys this year.
And you know why? Because Giannis, they had Giannis guarding Jimmy. Giannis locked Jimmy up. Jimmy played horrible.
Giannis locked that man up.
Right. And Drew Holiday was locking him up too. And that's why I say Drew Holiday underrated.
Them boys ready this year, bro.
Right.
But you gotta realize Tyler Hero wasn't there now.
He was there. He wasn't playing good. He got locked up.
You know what I'm saying? It was like them boys.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they about that defense this year, bro. They about that defense this year.
Tyler Hero's playing. He got locked up. Him and Duncan
Really,
Robinson.
bro. I'm gonna say Bucks and 6. It might go 7, but I'm gonna say 6.
Yeah, you got me thinking now because I was gonna say Utah and the Jazz. I mean Utah and the Nets. But I don't know. But I think the Nets. I mean, I think the Jazz will give the Nets a run for money.
I don't think Philly I don't know if Philly gonna make it though.
I don't think because Embiid still hurt, so I don't think they're gonna make it.
That's what I'm saying.
I feel it's gonna be Bucks and the Mavericks.
He got that knee injury.
Yeah, them boys healthy now.
But
I
it
feel
was a real good matchup against some two teams.
Phoenix, it's either gonna be Phoenix or Utah out the West. That's what I think.
I feel like the Mavericks gonna make it out the West. To be honest,
hey, I'm gonna be real.
Yeah. I feel like I'm be real with you. I feel like right now the toughest test for Luka is the one he's playing right now. If he get past the Clippers, that man confidence gonna be on 1,000, and I feel like he's gonna be like, bro, I don't care who else got next.
I don't know. Phoenix
Phoenix is
nice, but I don't think Phoenix has anybody that can guard Luka. Because right now, Luka got the best guarders in him right now. He got PG.
Yeah, who got Devin Booker? Yeah.
No, I mean, I feel like, all right, I put it like this. I feel like Devin Booker can go off, but I don't feel like Devin Booker is consistent as Luka.
Okay.
I feel like he's off and on.
I don't know about that, John.
I'm Chris, you know. Don't keep even in this series. Devin Booker went off on us in Game 6, but in the other couple games, he was kind of off and on. He had some good moments, but he had some off too. Even in this series, he did.
I don't know.
He had like one bad game. Other than that,
it was like all right, 1.5. He had like one bad game and like one bad half. But what I'm saying is he's not gonna drop 50 every night. And Luka gonna give you about 30, 40 every night, bro.
But you're right. But I can give you that. But I'm gonna tell you I feel like what'll mess the Mavericks up. Porzingis is not a consistent second option. He off and on.
No,
he ain't no free throws.
That's true.
Yeah, he flew.
That's true.
That's right. Them free throws.
You know, Chris Paul, they second option, but Chris Paul be hurt though. So it's like, is he gonna be healthy throughout the
That's my thing with Phoenix. I was about to say, I don't think Phoenix gonna make it out because of Chris Paul.
I don't think Phoenix making out the second round.
100%. You need Chris Paul to be 100%.
You need Chris Paul to get out the second round.
But y'all, let's not act like, hey, Phoenix got some other no names, no disrespect. Let me know. Forgive me for you said I shouldn't call them boys no names.
Not no names.
Not no names. But guys who are not as popular. They've been.
That's true.
But Chris pivotal, bro.
But Chris Paul is the facilitator for that team. So when he's off the court, you can tell the difference. Chris Paul, to be honest, Chris Paul means to them on both sides than Devin Booker, because Devin Booker means everything to them on offense. Chris Paul means everything to them on offense and defense when it comes to facilitation. Because when that man off the court, they're a whole different team on defense.
Yeah.
So all them things he would be telling them about how to guard Luka and how to stop the Marys, that's gonna be off the court if that man hurt.
And Denver and they going against Denver, Chris. I don't know, bro. Like
Denver's nice.
Denver cold, bro, and they cold without Jamal Murray. So imagine if they had Jamal Murray, it wouldn't even be no question then. But
yeah, that'd be tough.
And let me put this disclaimer out there too. Hey, I don't mean no disrespect, call nobody no name, man. Real talk, because we see what happens when you talk trash about players in the media.
Hey, look, you're not trying to get caught up. You're not trying to get Tommy Brown on here, right?
I didn't know this. Look, I didn't mean no disrespect, bro. Y'all are not
no
name. Y'all made it to the NBA, y'all boys. By doing that, you get my respect, bro. You are not a no name, dog. I don't no problem.
Not trying to be out here getting caught up like Tommy Brown, man.
You're right. I ain't trying to get called out like Kwame, but I don't know disrespect, bro.
Man.
Nah, man. But I don't know.
So
it's a toss up, bro. Oh, we got a question. You right? My bad.
We got a question though, yeah.
Go ahead, Sam.
So, do you guys have Dallas closing out the series tonight? Yes, sir.
Yes.
I think they're gonna take care of business tonight. At least we hoping.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. I'm just not a fan of.
I'm not a fan of the Clippers. I'm
not a fan of
I just
them.
don't like them.
I don't know, man. I don't like that team. Like, I don't know. They kind of exposed themselves, man. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, and another thing, like, I know everybody kind of hyped them up on defense at one point in time, but like, I be watching them play, bro. Like, they don't really look like they be on the same page, man. Like,
right.
They don't be calling out. They don't be caught. Like, they don't communicate on the floor on defense. Like, they kind of just be out there running around, man. It's like, I don't know, bro.
When you got Rondo yelling at you at the end of the game,
thank you. Yeah, Rondo. Yeah,
that was fun.
It was over. Rondo. I mean, Byron did some stuff, but I ain't never seen him get that doggone mad at the end of the game.
But see, this could allude to another conversation just off the record real quick. Like, how y'all feel about Kawhi for real though? Like, do y'all think Kawhi a superstar? Y'all think he just kind of like a real good, like above average, like you know, he a role player, but he like on an all-star level. Like I guess I'll just say all-star.
I feel like he's also like an all-star. I feel like he's a system superstar.
He was a superstar. He was a superstar until this is you know what? I agree with John. I think where Kawhi messed up, and a lot of people say this, Kawhi should not have left Toronto.
And he shouldn't have left.
I think Kawhi messed up. I'll be honest, and you know, like I said, I don't know Kawhi personally. So again, I'm saying it's all based off just what it seems like and what I'm hearing. Like, I don't make sense. I know this man personally, but from what is being said, like behind the scenes about like locker room issues and stuff like that, it seems to me like Kawhi, to me, once he got like more, because remember Kawhi was like the quiet, humble superstar at first, but like now once he got a little more fame, to me it seems like. To me, that seems like it's affected his game. I feel like ever since he got a little more famous, his game has been affected by that. As opposed to when Kawhi was just that quiet dude who you didn't hear nothing from, who just was hooping. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's when he was like the Terminator and all that. So I feel like that's the game. You know what I'm saying? And like, let's be real, LA is a bigger city, it's a bigger market, so you're more famous, and you got Hollywood and blah. You know what I'm saying? So
and PG-13.
Right.
Yeah.
You know
Pandemic P.
Man. Oh man.
Pandemic P, boy.
Oh.
Shout out the script with that. That's joke funny, bro. I'm sorry. Hey, I love you, Paul George.
Paul George, man.
I just think that joke funny.
Goes back on the upside, man, for real. Well, you're still doing pretty good. We're gonna see about tonight. I just hope y'all lose.
I think, Paul, I think back to the Kawhi thing, though, man. Like, I think Kawhi kind of let like people get in his ear that shouldn't have been in his ear. Honestly, that's really what it boils down to, bro.
I definitely agree.
I don't think Kawhi wanted to be in the limelight, bro. I think he let people talk him into that. Like, bro, you need to do this more. You need to do that more. And I mean, his game was speaking volumes for everything, bro. Like, he didn't need like to do certain things to be validated or to be famous. Like, we was gonna respect that man regardless, just because he was cold, bro. Like,
yes.
Hey, I give you a prime example, Sham, and I think y'all boys, I think John and BC, y'all watch WWE too. remember when Kane first came on the scene? He was like the scary dude with the mask that didn't talk,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You know when Kane started becoming corny and like no disrespect, but like his character started becoming corny and stuff like that.
Took
When he
that
started
mask.
talking.
Took that mask off and he started talking and stuff like that. He
Yeah.
wasn't scared, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I feel
Wasn't
about Kawhi. I feel the same way about Kawhi. Like once he was like quiet and didn't say nothing, that made people like, oh, this dude is Terminator. Like this man breaking up championship teams. And
He
you know
a
what I'm saying?
machine, bro.
Right.
He a machine.
As soon as he started like kind of being more of a media personality, and I think that's when like, yeah, man.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know, bro. And I be hearing things like about him, man, that kind of be like, it be throwing me off. Like Kawhi like that. Like them boys be saying he like a diva and he be coming to games late and they be having to wait on him to go to the road games. And I like that's crazy to me. Like I wouldn't.
But the thing is, I think
that
has everything to do with your circle. I feel like he had a different circle around him when he was in San Antonio.
Right.
And he was learning a lot of intangibles from Pop, because you can be talented, but you know what it's like to have talent without the right kind of intangibles, aka, look at Kyrie. I mean, he's talented, but when you don't got the right kind of intangibles and develop those the right way, your career doesn't necessarily go to where it could ascend to how far it could really go. So I feel like I understood why he left San Antonio, and he landed in a good situation in Toronto. And if he would have stayed there, I felt like the people loved him in Toronto, and he had a good situation because them boys was nice.
Right.
And he left and went to LA. He got people in his ear talking about, you the king of LA, bump Bron. You go beat him out. And I felt like that kind of like I said, went to his head a little bit. Went there. Well, I feel like he went to LA for the wrong reasons.
Right.
You got another question, though, right, Sham?
Yeah. Do you think Kawhi will leave the Clips after the season? And if so, where do you think is the best fit for him?
I think he will. They lose.
I think he's gonna leave.
I think he's going to go to State, bro. I'm just going to throw that out there.
Why y'all say that? I don't know.
I think he's going to go to State too.
You think Golden State gonna try to recruit him?
I'm gonna tell you why. Why I say that, because I'm gonna be real with you. I don't want to see him go there. I think that'd be kind of like a sucker move, but honestly, he'll fit in real good with this system, bro. Playing the three, like he play defense, he can shoot threes. He don't do exactly what KD do, but it's better for them because they can be more team oriented. Because Kawhi is used to being in a team oriented system because he played in Toronto, same deal. Played in San Antonio, same deal. And then you got him and Draymond on the front line together. Like,
that's
dangerous. A lot of
him and Draymond on defense, that's dangerous.
Draymond, and Klay Thompson, bro.
That's dangerous.
With Wiseman, they gonna be cold, bro. Like he'll fit in perfect with them. I don't want to see that, of course, but it look good, bro. On paper, it look real good.
I think it might happen, man.
It would fit. I ain't saying it's a bad fit. I'm just curious. Y'all, that's just something y'all saying. Y'all thinking y'all done heard something like.
Have you?
I keep heard about that. But they got the cap space to give him, man. Like, I don't really see no other team that's contending that he can go to that got cap space to sign him. Like, that's really the only team. Like, Golden State is literally win ready as soon as he signed with them. Like, literally, as soon as if he signed with them, Clay come back, they win a championship, bro.
Wow.
Yeah.
They going back. They gonna pick up right from where they left off. I promise you. If they get him, it's over. They get Kawhi, it's over, bro.
You right.
Bro, that'd be crazy. That means Steph will end up with 4 rings, bro.
Right.
Yeah, if they get Kawhi, it's over, bro. And I love LeBron, but LeBron can hang it up. If Kawhi go to Golden State, LeBron
I ain't gonna lie.
Stay in LA, he can hang it up.
That's
ain't
a wrap.
Back to the finals, bro. It's over.
That's over.
He getting older too. He ain't going back, bro.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree with you on
it
that.
Ain't happening, bro.
You better go back to the East.
Yeah, he had to go back to the East. We're gonna go back to the finals, bro. Because in the West, he not going, bro. Because Denver coming and them boys ready. If they get Jamal Murray, it's over. I can see them winning the championship this year. If Kawhi Leonard don't go to Golden State, I can see Denver winning the championship next year. That's how good them boys gonna be.
I'm gonna tell you how good Denver is. Denver, they bench the state. You got they got PJ on the bench, PJ Dozier who can ball too. They got him sitting on the bench. You know what I'm saying? They got Ball who they don't even play Ball. We know he can ball too.
And he cold, bro.
Even play him. And like AAU team or something. They like, you know what I'm saying? Like they just got people waiting. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Cold, bro. And Michael Porter Jr., that boy raw, bro.
Yeah, he finally showed. Oh yeah, he was.
Hey, do y'all remember this?
He was good.
Hey, y'all don't remember now? Didn't I tell y'all during that draft? Y'all probably remember. I said what? I said Michael Porter Jr. is gonna be the steal of that draft. I told y'all boys.
You did say that. I remember that.
I said that.
But you got to realize
he came in
good.
hurt. So,
He was good coming out. He was good coming out of high school, and he went to Missouri.
He got hurt.
And he got hurt at Missouri. I think
And
he tore his
everybody slept
ACL.
on him.
He played like 2 games, and then he got hurt.
I knew.
Oh, we got another question.
What's up?
Is there a chance that Steph Curry will leave Golden State and go to the Lakers?
Never.
No.
Never.
No.
Never.
No.
The reason, and honestly, the ultimate reason why it ain't even got nothing to do with like Steph not wanting to go to LA and him being in Golden State. Like that's beside the point. We already know that's obvious, but ultimately the reason why the boys wouldn't be able to get him is because they held by cap. Like how they gonna sign him?
You
like,
got no cap.
They ain't got no cap. Like how they gonna? Because Steph don't have player options. So like if they do get him, they gonna have to trade for him, and they don't have no pieces. Like how they gonna get him there? Nobody wants Kuzma.
No,
they don't want to. Y'all don't want to give up THT. Like he too valuable.
The NBA's not. Y'all know the NBA will veto that, right? Y'all know the NBA will veto that.
Well, the NBA honestly they can't. I mean, the only way they could beat. The only reason why they vetoed that Chris Paul thing is because they own the team. Like they can't. They wouldn't be able to stop the trade.
That's what
they wouldn't be.
No,
they wouldn't be.
They won't go get another ring that fast.
They would definitely not be happy.
They knew Kobe would have had 6 rings.
That's what they told us. That's what they told us. But that ain't really.
Kobe would have had 6 rings.
They knew why, Sham. You know what I'm saying? Let's be real, bro.
Kobe. If doggone Chris Paul would have went to the Lakers, Kobe would have had 6 rings.
Well,
bro.
I guess Chris, the reason why I say that is because I mean, look at Brooklyn, bro. Like how they pull that off. Like I'm still trying to figure that out. Like I don't understand how they was able to.
Jay-Z put some strings.
How?
I wouldn't even say that. I don't think to me, and this where you might be right, Sham, but I feel like that's not as powerful. If you gotta think, don't get me wrong, man. No disrespect to KD, James, and Kyrie, but Steph and LeBron is bigger than just a basketball court. Like Steph and LeBron are really the face of the NBA, bro. Like I'm talking about off the court.
Right.
Like,
and they
off the court. They really are. They really are.
But alluding to that point though, I mean, I feel where you going, but if you think about it on the flip side for them, the NBA gonna benefit from that. Imagine this: the Nets stay the way they are, and then Steph and LeBron get together. Man, when them boys play each other, you know how much money they gonna make. You know how much money they gonna make.
No, I'm gonna tell you, they gonna benefit and they gonna lose. You right? Yeah, they'll benefit, but also because the NBA, you gotta look at it. The NBA is about all 30 teams. So. Yeah, you're right. As a whole, the NBA benefit, but Golden State's gonna take a huge hit, and that's what the NBA probably look at now, bro. Like, because Golden State and San Francisco a pretty big market too. That ain't no little market. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Golden State's a big market.
Yeah. So San Francisco take a big hit.
They be straight.
Nah, if they get Kawhi's over. Yeah, you're right.
If they get Kawhi, and that's what I'm saying.
And see, Kawhi likes California, and that would be the most logical place for him to move to because it's not that far away, and it wouldn't be playing on the team with LeBron. That's right up his alley.
We know he don't want to play LeBron because he could have went to
LeBron.
He could have went to the Lakers.
Right.
He didn't want to go. And I don't blame him for that. Like I wouldn't want to go. I wouldn't want to play with him either. Like honestly,
because he don't want people to say all his rings came from LeBron.
Right.
Hey, speaking of that though, hey, I'll tell you what. I don't know how true this is. Y'all saw what Dame posted after they lost last night.
Nah, I didn't.
I didn't see it.
Pretty much, he posted a Nipsey Hussle lyric. I forgot. It was like. How much it was a real clever. You gotta go look at that Instagram, but pretty much what it meant, what people question is like Dame was saying something like, bro, like I'm tired of trying and us not winning, dog. Like that, you know what I'm saying? So and even in the press conference, he's like, man, it's obvious we don't have enough to win a championship, man. He was straight up, he's like, we just lost to the Nuggets. He's like, we just lost to the Nuggets without they starting point guard, talking about Jamal Murray, and they starting point guard and like they got 3-4 people hurt. And he was like, we still didn't win. So like people question like, is Dame like, bro, I can't do it in Portland no more. Like,
and that man dropped 55. That man dropped 55, bro.
Yeah,
that's heartbreaking, bro. He been loyal to them boys. When is his contract up?
Dame got one of them big contracts. So
yeah, he got a big contract. So he might be a sign and trade.
Yeah,
you think he might try to ask for a trade?
He might. I don't know.
He might.
But where he gonna go though?
Some people say LA. That's what I don't know if that's true now. I'm just saying
that ain't like again with the Steph Curry thing. No cap. Like they don't have no cap to sign that man, bro. Like even if you do a trade, you got to give up enough pieces and you got to free up enough cap to make it work. Like
I'll take him in Chicago.
And that's the thing. That's the thing, bro. They don't have enough. They don't have enough pieces to get Dame, bro. Like Portland do not want Kuzma. They don't want Dennis Schroeder. They don't want the boys, man. Like I know I don't. I don't want them. Not for Dame.
Man, we just out here. I feel like we need to just blow up whatever we got and just start from the bottom, bro.
Being real, this might sound controversial, bro, but and I love LeBron. LeBron, my man. I love LeBron dearly.
I think I know where you're going.
I would consider trying to ship him somewhere else, bro. Like,
oh man, at this point, I don't think nobody else gonna want him after this years before.
LeBron,
like,
36 years old. I would talk to LeBron, bro. I'd be like, look, man, do you really want to be here? Like, I'll ship you wherever you want to go, and I'll try to get Dame. I'll get rid of LeBron. I try to bring
y'all got to realize though, LeBron
and build around AD and Dame, bro.
Y'all got to realize
for the future.
I'm done around no AD for no future.
LeBron, this is the deal, LeBron.
Get rid of forget LeBron. Get rid of AD then. I figure you want to keep AD because he's younger, but I gave keep LeBron.
He's younger, but his body don't act like it.
Get rid of AD, bro.
His body doesn't realize he's younger.
LeBron's move to LA was a retirement move, y'all.
It was.
Yeah.
Retired that business.
When he signed to LA, I promise you, he told Jenny, "Listen, Jenny, I'm here because this is where my future at, bro." That wasn't just no. So they trust me. That ain't no. He ain't going nowhere, bro.
He can't go nowhere. The only way he going is if he leave or if he say I don't want to be here no more. Like, or they talk him into allowing them to trade him. But honestly though, I mean, get rid of AD, bro. Trade AD and try to get Dave.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't mind keeping AD if I don't know whether it's the training or what it is that causes him to be hurt so much. That's the only thing that hurts me, man. Because I'm like, dude is super talented. It's just he's hurt so much. So I don't know if he has to go through a different training regimen or what.
They did have a short off season. I mean,
they only had 70 days off. But I do think AD need to work on his body though. Like I
think it's something different he might need to do.
He gotta work on his body, man, because I don't think AD used to playing and he not actually. I mean, AD not used to playing this level of basketball this long. Like,
you're right.
He was never really. If we made the playoffs, he was getting booted out the first round. Or
that
he
makes a lot of sense.
Playoffs at all. Like,
that's a really good point. I ain't think
his
about
body. He ain't used to playing this level of basketball, so he gotta work on his body, man.
That makes a lot of sense.
The Pelicans was never going to the playoffs. You absolutely right. I never thought about that.
He ain't used to playing this level of basketball, man. And
hey, boy, you didn't go ESPN. I ain't even heard Stephen A. them say that. Boy, you just
them boys ain't smart like me. That's why.
That's
why I don't really hold it against him. Like when people going in on him today, like, man, he frail, he brittle, he always getting hurt. Like the dude ain't used to playing this long, bro. Like he just gotta work on his body and get acclimated to playing championship level basketball.
Right.
Because I mean,
he used to be that
LeBron will tell you himself, like LeBron spend that amount of money on his body because LeBron know what's up, bro. Like LeBron is war ready to go through it because he always playing for a championship. Like, your body, you got to be ready for that, bro.
Yeah.
Right.
Playing all that basketball, that junk wear and tear on
the
your body.
stuff that Tom Brady does in his body is crazy.
That's why it's catching up to LeBron now. That's why LeBron was out there running around like an old man now, bro. Father Time catching up to him, bro.
Yeah.
Because he was looking, I felt bad for him, bro. Like he wasn't getting back on defense, bro. He was sitting off to the side, gasping for air. I said, yeah, LeBron getting old, bro.
Hey,
even when he was driving to the lane, he ain't getting no lift on his legs. I'm like, yeah, this dude getting old, bro.
Remind y'all of old man Logan, bro. Tell me that remind
for real.
Old man Wolverine, bro. Tell
me that was the third was the best one, but he was so old, bro. So old.
LeBron was looking old out there, bro.
So
I said, yeah, LeBron. Honestly, though, if LeBron want to win another championship, he gonna have to change his game, though. Like he gonna have to reinvent his game, man. Cause like you ain't gonna be able to, that bullet ball, that dropping that shoulder, dropping to that ain't gonna work no more, bro.
He gotta start shooting more, man.
He gonna have to work. And the thing is, I don't know why everybody puts so much emphasis on threes. Like he don't have to shoot threes. Just play on the block, bro. Play on the block, play on the elbow.
Question. But that's a question itself. Why do y'all think the mid-range game is so ignored now, bro?
Because we live in a microwave culture. I'm putting like this. We live in a microwave culture, bro. Everybody wants stuff.
It's Steph Curry's fault.
It's Steph Curry's fault.
It's Steph Curry's fault.
It's Steph Curry.
No, all right, this is what it is. When Steph Curry did it because that was organically his playing style.
Right.
But what happened is everybody sees that and like, oh dang, you can make it 20 points and like 4 or 5 shots because you shoot like that. I want to shoot
Yep.
like that. That's how we gonna win. Let's all shoot like him, and everybody
He changed the game, bro.
And nobody
Steph
want to
Curry
take 2
changed the
pointers no
game.
more.
Steph Curry changed the game, bro. I
Bro,
don't care
Yeah.
what anybody
he
says.
really did change the game.
People be hating on Steph Curry, but Steph Curry changed the game,
That
bro.
man changed the game forever.
Like
Definitely
Changed the
did.
game forever. It's not going back, bro.
he changed the game, dog. Like that dude ridiculous, man. Like you got to guard this man at half court, and he's literally like the reason why we got Trae Young, the reason why Dame playing the way he playing right now.
Yes.
Like he's the reason for that, bro.
Yes.
Because he can pull up for anywhere.
But I'm saying,
Anywhere, bro. Dude shoot from the parking
The
lot.
reason you got LaMelo taking half court shots whenever he...
but just
For real,
imagine
man.
if we got us like, y'all remember how, especially like, think about Rip. Y'all remember how Rip used to kill that mid-range game, Rip Hamilton, bro?
Well, Rick Hamilton,
Like,
that was a
just imagine
mid-range
we had somebody
jumping
come
king
back.
right there.
We got players that
Right.
got mid-range game, but they get belittled for it. Look at DeMar DeRozan. DeMar DeRozan don't like taking threes. He take it. That mid-range game is his game, but it's belittled. The only teams that appreciate it is the team he on now in San Antonio, because Pop just a genius, bro. He know
Yeah.
how to implement your skill and
Right.
your system and make you look great in it.
Right.
Like that's the
Yeah.
reason why Pop to me
Yeah,
is
go
the greatest
coach.
coach of all time. Like that dude know how to.
Facts.
He know how to win, dog. Like he know how to put you in the right spot and have you doing what you accustomed to doing in his system, and everybody like it just worked, bro. Like he know how to make everything work together. That's
Yeah.
another reason why LeBron. That's another reason why
I feel
LeBron
like
probably
Pop
went
might
San
be up, though.
Antonio.
I feel
And he
like
ain't
Pop time
flashy.
Pop time might be up though, y'all. Let's be real, bro. He started
Yeah,
to
Pop
look
about to be out.
Yeah,
bro.
he-
Pop,
Yeah, he got to retire.
It's time
Pop
to
look like he
hang it
don't-
up.
Pop look like he don't want
Hey,
to coach no more.
Hey,
man.
Pop started like old man Logan too, bro.
Yeah, he look like he don't want to coach no more. He growing his hair out and all kind of stuff. I saw Pop don't want to coach no more.
Hey,
man.
for real.
No.
Hey, you right, bro. Hey, it's like, yeah.
Pop
No,
out there
bro.
looking
Dog,
like
I
a
ain't trying
shepherd.
to look well
man.
groomed. I don't care. Right.
Pop out there
I'm
looking like
growing
one
my
of the 12
I don't think Pop
disciples,
wears
man.
suits. I don't think he wears suits no more either. I don't think Pop wears.
Nah.
I don't care, bro. He's like, I'm not doing that, bro.
Pop out there looking like a disciple, bro. Like he Pop
Really?
done, bro. Pop like I don't want to coach.
No, bro.
Real,
See,
dog.
But he don't
Looking
got
like a
to.
senior in college.
He ain't got to. He ain't got
Nah,
to.
he ain't got
Pop, man. You good, Pop. You
Pop
might
stamped,
hang it up
yeah,
like
Pop
Coach K.
solidified, bro.
Yeah,
Pop
Pop is a goat, bro.
Pop solidified.
He
Pop is a
stamped.
goat. I
He
mean,
a Hall of Famer. Easy.
had so many goats come up under him. You had David Robinson, Tim Duncan, Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili.
Even
Bro.
role players though, like
Kawhi Leonard.
it's
Yeah,
Kawhi
Kawhi.
Leonard.
role players that he made into stars, bro. Like players
Yes.
like Sean
Bruce
Elliott that
Bowen.
people don't talk about. Sean Elliott
Bruh.
was a nobody, bro. When
Bruce
that dude
Bowen.
went to San Antonio, that dude was a star, bro. Like he know how to the dude just know how to make you look good, bro.
Yeah.
Bruce Bowen, Robert Horry, all them, bro. All them came
Yeah.
up.
Now Robert Ory was a dude. He was that
There's
dude.
a lot of
back
players
then.
he made look good, bro.
Right.
Y'all remember that dude, DeJuan Blair? He used to play
Yeah.
for Pitt.
Yeah.
DeJuan Blair is not like when he left San Antonio, dude wasn't in the league no more. But when he
Right.
was with them, that dude was killing, bro. Like he was killing.
Exactly.
But like I said, like Pop just he know how to do it, man.
Yeah.
Right.
Damn,
Hey.
boy.
But y'all want to talk about Kwame, man?
Yeah, you got to talk about Kwame, bro. Kwame set the streets on fire, boy.
Yeah. Kwame is going in, bro.
Kwame set the streets on fire. Hey, you know what though? I'm gonna keep it a book. A lot of the stuff Kwame be saying, bro, he ain't capping, bro. Like he ain't lying. Like
Yeah, he was telling the
especially
truth.
with the media, bro. Like the media is evil, bro. Them boys be out here painting narratives. Like he ain't wrong about none of that stuff he's saying, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie, he be talking a little spicy, cursing everybody out, calling everybody this and that, but he ain't lying. Like you know what I'm saying? He might deliver it a little harsh.
Yeah.
He ain't lying, bro. I gotta give it to him. Like,
I do think he did it. Part of it was to launch his podcast, which I think that part was
It
genius.
definitely was. It
And
definitely was.
he just released the episode with I think Judge Joe Brown.
Yep.
I saw
He was
some
on Judge
Right.
Brown show today.
Yeah. People said it was a
Yes.
good episode. I didn't check it out, but I thought that was real innovative how he launched that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll say this too. Like, I'll say this. I think that they were too harsh at times. Like, it's like, don't get me wrong, man. Like, their job is to analyze basketball, just like we doing right now. Like, it's their job. So it's not wrong with them saying like Kwame did not live up to his full potential, because I think we can all agree he didn't. But it's like when you OD and like you just like be going overboard with it, just harping like Stephen A. Like Stephen A. was the one who did the most, bro. Like let's be real, bro. Like Stephen A. just like Kwame Brown. Yeah. Oh yeah. When you think about him, think about like you know what I'm saying. Like that's just OD, bro. Like we get it. The man didn't pan out. The man, okay, we got it. But like, stop using that man as a poster boy. Like you know what I'm saying. Like real talk.
Hey.
Like you know what I'm saying.
Kwame even said it, bro. He kind of helped make himself famous off of Kwame name, bro. Like, I ain't even think about it, and I was like, dang, that is true, bro. Like when he started going on them rants, that kind of blew him up. But like,
right, he did.
I think honestly though, bro, I'm gonna be real with you. I'll ask y'all a question. Do y'all think Kwame is really like the ultimate bust, like people make it seem like? Because Kwame played 13 years.
There are plenty more busts that were worse than him.
Yeah,
he played 13 years.
Damn, I'm a Cleveland Cavaliers fan. Who do we draft?
Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, who do we draft number one?
Anthony
Edwards.
Anthony Bennett. Anthony Bennett. That man was worse than Kwame, bro. I don't care what nobody say.
For sure, but nobody drank. But the thing is, it's even worse. Like it's more players that was worse. Like Darko Milicic, the dude that got picked second overall over Carmelo.
Right.
Darko ain't nobody bring him up. Nobody bring up Andre Bargnani. He was the number one pick, and he was
hold on. Now Andre in a different category.
But what I'm saying, let me finish. I'm about to get there. Andre Bargnani was good, but he ain't live up to number one draft potential. But the reason why I named two players that's this color is because it don't fit the narrative. Like Kwame be saying, like, why is it okay to drag the African American players' name through the mud, but y'all won't do it to them Caucasian players?
Yeah,
like that ain't right, bro. Like it ain't right. Like it's just me. Like I don't think it. I know you gotta paint your narrative, but it ain't right, man.
Christian Laettner too. He in that category too.
Christian Laettner could be in that category too. Now, he was an all-star. He had a solid career, but he wasn't what he was in college.
That's true.
He wasn't, but you got a point. He wasn't what he was in college. Like I don't think he lived up to the Duke All-American great, college player of all time. He ain't live up to that.
That's
but
true.
people ain't gonna bring that up though. They ain't gonna bring up Christian Laettner. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. I think it's kind of corny, man. Like, it's kind of corny to like bash that man and belittle that man the way people be doing, bro. Just to, especially the way. And I love. I mean, me personally, I like all the Smoke podcasts. Like, but I do think it's kind of jacked up how them boys went out their way to sneak this that man. Like, because it wasn't necessary. Like, you didn't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? That like
so unnecessary.
That's like me hitting one of y'all on the shoulder and just pointing out that somebody not good. Like, and we ain't even talking about we ain't talking about that subject. We ain't even talking about that subject. Like his name came up, but that like me going out the way to say, yeah, man, that dude sorry, bro. Like he's so sorry, bro. Like,
he's out of nowhere.
Like, what's the point in it? Like, there's no point in it.
It's
unnecessary, bro.
That's why like. I understand, even though, like, like Kwame going hard on them boys. I get it. Like, y'all boys brought me up for no reason, bro. I'm chilling. I'm not
minding my business.
Minding my business.
Minding my own business, bro.
Bring me up. And like he said, like at the end of the day, off the court, this man played 13 years. Like he said, man, I put my mom in the house on the golf course. Y'all can say what y'all want, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then at the end of the day, you gotta think about this too. His situation. Like they say, Jordan did the boy dirty. I mean, Jordan ain't do right by him, man.
That leads to our next question.
About Jordan's
personality. Bro, that leads to the next question, bro.
The next question.
Do you believe if Kwame was drafted by a different team that he would have had a better career? Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Of course.
I feel like Jordan had so much stuff going on as an owner coming into the team as like a new owner that he wasn't really focused on players. This man had shoe companies, shoe stuff he was running. He got all these different endeavors, and I don't know if his full focus was really the Hornets like that. Like, he had a portion of his brain focused on it, but not like that. And he probably saw Kwame's size and everything, but didn't know how to implement him the right way.
Right. Crazy thing is, though, from what Kwame said, what he said, they wasn't even supposed to keep him. He was supposed to be a part of a trade.
Yeah,
he was supposed to be a part of a trade.
Him and Elton Brand
getting stuck with him.
Wow.
And we know Elton Brand. Y'all know how Elton Brand turned out. So exactly. So it ain't right for Jordan to act that way out because you don't treat nobody like that. But at the same time, I guess Jordan's like, man, I want an Elton Brand, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? This one,
That's not right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that's probably why he beat on him a little too hard too. Like, man, you know, I could have had an all-star and Elton Brand playing for my team and said I got you, which ain't right. It's wrong for him to still treat him that way, but you know.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely ain't a fan of how Mike treated him, man. I don't think Mike was. I mean, I get like, cause I mean, Mike had to be real. Like, bro, you don't think the team you on good enough? Like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all wasn't good enough to go to no championship or nothing. So like, just develop him, like help him be a better player. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, everybody can't. I'm be real with you. Everybody can't do that though.
But that go with John. That go back to John's point though. You know what I'm saying? Like, and this is one knock I do have on both Kobe and Mike. Like, it was a strength for them, but it was a negative to them too. They attitude sometimes is jacked up, bro. That's what I do. Yeah. That's one thing I do respect about LeBron more than Jordan and Kobe. LeBron always respect his teammates, bro. Them other two, come on, man. Like,
y'all other two,
bro.
To be real though,
but I think the other two, to be honest with you, hold on. Before you say that point, Shamar, one thing I want to add to that point, Chris, is I believe the culture of the era that Kobe and Jordan kind of came up in kind of helped to contribute to their attitude. I believe both of them were kind of trained to be like, you got to go hard on a dude to make him play better. Like, you got to be like, hey, I expect better out of you. So if you grew up in that, that's the only thing you know. So I feel like that was the way that they disseminated on their teammates because that's how they grew up playing. Now with somebody like LeBron, his culture, even in high school, was teammates first. And that's the type of culture he grew up in playing. He even did that when we watched the documentary. He was used to helping his teammates shine. So that was the only culture he knew. So he disseminated that even as he went to the pros because he came up in a different type of culture.
You literally was about to say the same thing I said. Like that it's really like Mike not he that's not his MO, like that's not his personality. Like Michael Jordan always was used to like that's how he motivated his teammates. Like he talked trash to him. That was his thing. Right. Like
think about it, that's how he motivated himself. Because he would always
do that to an 18-year-old.
You know, like what's that phrase? I can't think of it right now, but y'all know what phrase we're talking about.
I took it personal.
Exactly. If you gotta create that type of argument in your head to make you go hard, that's the only way you know to motivate other people. Make them take it personally.
Right. Yeah, so that wasn't gonna work. That wasn't gonna work.
You doing it because you think you're gonna take the best out of that person.
Yeah. That wasn't gonna work with an 18-year-old, man.
Imagine Kwame being on LeBron being in Jordan's position though. Kwame probably became like one. Oh my God, bro! Imagine that. LeBron would have helped that man flourish so well, bro. Yeah, like that'd been perfect for him if LeBron was like older, bro. Oh, that'd been perfect for Kwame Brown, bro. LeBron would have made sure he was straight, dog. Because y'all know LeBron is a natural coach. That's his thing, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Kwame and I ain't gonna just blame it on because like I said, me personally, I don't think Kwame was that bad, bro. Like, he really wasn't. And like, the man didn't get on the court like that either. Like, people ain't factoring all that stuff in. Like, you gonna average less points if you play less minutes. Like, if you ain't playing that many minutes, you can't average that many points. Like, it's pretty simple. Like, so you can't really say he was sorry. Like, Kwame used to mess up, but I mean, JaVale McGee had his moments, and y'all know it. Y'all know what show he ended up on. Like, JaVale McGee was solid though. Like, JaVale McGee,
man, ended up with another ring though.
He ain't trash. Like, I'm definitely not gonna say JaVale McGee sucked. Like, JaVale McGee don't suck. He just messed up on the court sometimes, but he wasn't a sorry player.
I think Kwame was, when he played for y'all, John, when he played for Lakers, he was solid, bro. He wasn't bad.
He was solid with the ball. Too.
He was straight. I mean,
with the Bobcats, right?
He was solid with the Bobcats, man. That's why I say I don't understand where this whole, like, I never understood that. I'm like, I get he not living up to being a number one draft pick, but I mean, let's be real. Like, that draft in general was not the best draft at all.
That was a horrible draft. That was not a good draft, bro.
The best player out of that draft was Paul Gasol. If we gonna go off his career, who had the best career, it was Paul Gasol, bro.
That's crazy.
Paul
Gasol was the best player out of that draft.
Kmart, you had Paul Gasol, Kmart, and Michael Redd. I think was the three best players out of that draft.
And then you had Eddie Curry, you had Michael Sweetney, I think, was in that draft. You had Tyson Chandler. Like, I mean, that's just me, bro. I don't think people need to go so hard on Kwame, man, because I mean, he wasn't that bad, bro.
Right.
He wasn't as bad as people just belittling that man and ridiculing him for 20-something years the way he was doing, man.
Right.
But now they paying for it, dude, because he he going in, he exposing a lot of people, bro.
Oh yeah.
He exposing people, bro. Like pulling the covers over people. I'm like, oh man, he ain't holding back, bro.
Hey, that man made Charlamagne apologize, bro. You know Charlamagne don't do that now.
Wow. Oh, wow.
Apologize.
Wow.
That's how you know, bro.
That's crazy.
And I guess even with that, like I don't know, man. I think people get confused. Like they think it's it's with somebody be the butt of the joke and you just want to ride the joke because it's
like when you in school and you
That's
see everybody picking on that one dude, you just want to jump in just because you think it's cool.
Jump in because it's easy to pick on him. And I think a lot of people thought Kwame was, I guess they thought he was soft because he wasn't saying nothing. Which I don't agree with that either. Like, I mean, just because he ain't saying nothing don't mean he weak. That man probably just holding back. You know what I'm saying? He holding back from doing what he doing right now.
Right.
Yeah.
And now he done unleashed the beast, bro. Like, all right. I done put in 20-some years. Now I'm about to
I done had enough, bro.
Y'all want all the smoke.
I mean, I was like, this done
all this smoke.
Broke the camel back, bro.
And I mean, even back to that though. I mean, like, what was I about to say? With Kwame dealing with that. Back to I think the reason why he went off though is because if you look at that interview on All the Smoke podcast, like when Jeannie brought it up, and I want y'all to just put yourself in Kwame's shoes. Imagine if you got two former NBA players, because everybody else that was riding him was in the media. That's probably why he ignored it. But the NBA is like a fraternity, bro. Like I think it's like unwritten rules that they have. Like it's an unwritten rule to disrespect a former player publicly. Like y'all can do it amongst yourself, but like publicly, like you ain't gonna drag somebody's name through the mud. And I think that, and then seeing your like the person that was the owner of the team, she wasn't laughing, but she kind of was like chuckling a little bit. Like not like you know when somebody trying to play off something and they kind of like like were you crazy?
Yeah.
Like when you see the owner doing that and you got two former players sitting there riding you, that gonna touch different, bro. Cause it's like, dang, like we was in the league together. Like y'all boys gonna do me like that on y'all platform. Like y'all gonna disrespect me like that. Right. And I think that's kind of like that kind of added fuel to the fire. And they was like, all right, bump this. I'm going off now, bro. Right. Like I'm about to let everybody know what's up now. Right. Like,
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got pushed too far. I don't blame him.
I pushed too far, man.
Yeah. It ran that horse in the hole too much.
They did. I agree with that. And no disrespect to Matt Barnes, he had a solid career too. But Matt Barnes ain't like he was no.
He wasn't no superstar.
But that's even Steven Jackson. But that's the thing. Like I think it's easier for them to belittle him because Kwame don't got a lot of room to stand on unless you really break everything down. Like because if most people they look at a stat sheet. Like if I see his career stats, I'm gonna automatically assume he was sorry. Like I'm gonna be like, oh, he probably wasn't that good. Because I ain't gonna look at everything. I ain't gonna look at minutes played. I ain't gonna look at games played. I ain't gonna look at none of that stuff that really tell the whole story. Like I'm not gonna look at that if I ain't really thinking about it. But I went back and actually did research and thought about it. Like, wait a minute, let me see if Kwame really was sorry. Like people be making it seem like and he really wasn't that bad, bro. Like the dude was hurt a lot, and when he did play, he didn't play a lot of minutes, man. So like, what you expect? Like the man can't average double-digit numbers if he ain't playing a lot of minutes. Like that's common sense, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know, dog. I just think it's corny, bro. Like,
yeah, I mean, I'm glad he finally addressing it, man. And I think didn't Stack say that they was going to have like a man-to-man conversation? I saw he posted something on Instagram saying that they was going to have like a man-to-man convo in private to straighten everything out.
He reached out to him, but Kwame ain't having it though.
Gotcha. Okay.
When I last saw Kwame wasn't. Kwame's like, nah, like you know.
Okay.
Nah, dog, I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So.
And I don't blame him.
Right.
I don't blame him.
After you done disrespect me, now you want to be my friend.
Like, they don't need, and I know why you doing it. You're only doing it to benefit your platform. Like I'm good.
Trying to make yourself look good.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm
and
straight.
the bad thing about that is you're not. I get it. They pushing on the whole Muslim thing that of course, no disrespect if that's your culture, if that's the religion that you believe in, but if he's gonna try to use that to really set a right example, then that should have been handled. I think that could have been handled better in general from that perspective, even from that behalf. And because now it looks like it's trying to be done to save face.
That's how I feel, John. Honestly, I
so
feel
I
like
can't
that's
prove
what
that. You can't prove that unless you have a conversation with him, but that's how it's perceived. That's how we all look at it. Like, okay, now when Kwame actually puts y'all on blast, now you want to help squash this. When really, if you had a real conviction about it, then you would know. But like, you know what? That would come up in you like later on. Like you would be like, you know what? After the show was over, we shouldn't have did that man like that. Let's go ahead and just squash it. Not wait for him to come back and blast you. And
Right.
then,
You should squash it.
You know what I mean?
You should have never said it. That's the
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Never did what you did. Like, it's just an unwritten thing. Like, I just think and even just as a man, like, why go out your way to sneak diss somebody and it ain't necessary? Like, y'all don't have no previous beef. Y'all don't have no previous issues. So why go out your way to belittle that man? Like, it wasn't necessary, bro.
Right.
It wasn't necessary at all. Like, why y'all bring my name up? Stephen A. bring my name up all the time already.
All the time.
Right. Why y'all bring my name up? But like the man said, I bought my mom my house. I'm pretty sure Kwame, he seems like he's a smart man. He probably invested his money right, so he probably living comfortable right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm chilling, I'm not bothering nobody. Why y'all bring my name up? You know what I'm saying? I feel him on that. I do.
Yeah.
And even I ain't gonna lie, y'all seen Stephen A. Smith response like to what Kwame was saying?
Yeah, I saw that.
That joke was so weak. I'm like, bro, you literally made the man point. Yeah, you literally made the man. Kwame literally said, "I'm not gonna watch it because I know exactly what he gonna do.
Right,
he gonna go on there. He ain't gonna say nothing. He just gonna show a bunch of highlights of me playing bad.
Right, exactly.
And that's exactly what he did. I'm like, come on, man. Like, if you gonna respond, at least have some like. Let's have a real conversation. Like, don't.
Or just be a man and admit you wrong, bro.
Admit you wrong.
I messed up, bro. My bad. Don't be a man and apologize, bro. It ain't that hard, dog. You know what I'm saying? Be mature, bro. And apologize. You was wrong, bro.
Like,
it goes a long way. You know, that type of respect.
He wasn't that good.
Right.
Like, it's a lot of players that ain't that good. You don't belittle them. Like,
right. And like I just said, no disrespect to Matt Barnes, he wasn't that good either. Don't get me wrong, he played a good role on the teams he was on, but Matt Barnes was never that good, bro.
He was like an all-star. We can't do without him. You know?
No, Matt Barnes, not even that. Matt Barnes didn't even score that much. Matt Barnes wasn't even no scorer like that, bro.
Matt Barnes was a 3-and-D player.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
He was a 3-and-D player. He would shoot threes and give you lockdown defense. That's literally what he did. Like, that's the type of player he was. He wasn't bad. He played his role, did his thing. But I mean, I don't know, man. I'll never understand like why like he even had to get to this point. I think that's the real thing. Like, I don't understand why I had to get to this series. Like, but hey, shout out to him though, because all he did was help that man boost his platform, bro.
Podcast, man. And I like the fact that he's using it now to affect positive change. Like, I think the subject matters that he's going to be using it to talk about is going to be things that probably need to be really be talked about and really heard about.
Right.
Yeah.
I agree. He's giving them vibes. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
He do a lot of good stuff though, man. Outside of like just that though, like he do a lot of good things, man. He got like a shoe drive I know he working on, like to help kids, get shoes and stuff for school, and I think he do a lot of stuff, man. I think he helped like people, like empowers people try to get like homes and stuff like that. Like, he do a lot of behind the scenes stuff, and he was doing this before like all this happened. So,
right.
If y'all want to, those people that's watching, if you want to, reach out and help him, I guess you can get contact through his Instagrams and I guess on his social medias and everything like that, and you can help out with all his programs and everything that he working on, because he doing some good stuff, and he from the SC. So
yeah,
that's what's up. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he from Chucktown.
Yeah, he from the SC, man. So shout out to that, man.
That's what's up.
Yes, sir.
Yo.
My man BC, boy. You had ducked off on us, boy. I was like, that would be
oh man, my phone kicked me out. I don't know what's going on.
My boy ducked off.
That.
Is that Clippers game? That game started already?
No, it started at 9.
Started at 9.
9. Okay.
9.
Nobody else playing, I don't think.
Nah, that's the only game for the night.
Got it.
Word.
Please let them win, bro.
And I think Bucks and Nets play tomorrow, right?
Oh, that series started already? Yeah, I think it is tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Like I said, I'm calling it, bro. I feel like the Bucks gonna upset them.
I hope so. Please let them do it.
Bucks and 6, man.
But to me, the Nets look shaky.
They don't have no
They
foundation.
don't got
They
no
didn't
bench.
play together long enough.
They don't have no bench, bro. That junk gonna come back and see
Bro,
in the
listen.
playoffs, bro. You need a bench to win the championship, bro.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, you need a bench and you need a lasting chemistry foundation. Y'all boys only play like maybe like 15, 20 games together with all three of y'all.
Playing off talent, bro.
If
Them
that-
boys playing off talent.
You come up against a real challenge, that's going to show.
Them boys playing off of talent, bro.
That's
Them
for
boys
sure.
said, look, we talented enough, we just go out there and beat people, bro.
ISO ball.
And that ain't you ain't gonna win. You ain't gonna win on championship like that, man.
You're not. And the thing is, the Bucks, they've been through trial and tribulation 2 and 3 years in a row. So they've been here before. They know what it's
Them
like.
boys locking up. Them boys locking up too, bro. Like them boys play defense, bro.
But the reason they playing like that now more intense because they know what it's like to get put out. They tired of losing.
Exactly.
So they know what it's like to get kicked out of playoffs. So they hungry.
Shout out to Drew Holiday too,
And
bro.
Drew Holiday, yes sir.
That was
He
the
was
best
a
pickup.
great pickup for them.
Right.
He's so underrated.
bro.
So underrated.
He was a great pickup for them, man.
Always.
Because Eric Bledsoe, shout out to you, but you wasn't it.
No, he was.
Drew,
Eric Bledsoe wasn't it, man.
dog. Drew Holiday been so underrated his whole career, bro. He ain't never
Yeah, he cold.
got the respect he deserves.
He cold, bro. Drew
Cold.
Holiday is cold.
Telling you, been cold since UCLA. Cold since UCLA. Just don't get no respect.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Nice.
But hopefully them boys can pull it out, man. Because I definitely don't want to see. I do not want to see the Nets win, bro.
I'm not trying because I feel like that's like a puzzle piece championship. All y'all did
And
was
they cheated the game, bro. That's what I don't like. That's the reason. Honestly, that's the reason why I don't like that team, bro. Ain't even got nothing to
John,
do with
you ain't gonna like this. But if that man KD win a ring with them Nets, he's gonna be. He already one of the most unappreciated. Nobody gonna respect his rings, bro. I'm sorry.
I'm not even mad at that because I agree. I agree.
All you doing is ring hopping, bro. You just hopping.
I agree.
They cheat, and that ain't Chris. That ain't what I mean by cheating the game. Like they cheating the game. Like the way they came together was kind of off.
Bro.
The way James got that, was kind of off.
Bro, the way they all got there was off, bro.
Right.
Kyrie did the Celtics wrong.
Kyrie, James Harden and Kyrie both quit on their team.
They quit on them, bro.
They wrong for it.
James Harden basically said, "Bump the Rockets. I ain't doing nothing for y'all no more." Kyrie was like, "Ask me in June if I'm gonna resign," and then was telling KD, "Hey, they got 2 max slots over here in Brooklyn." Like, bro,
that's crazy, bro.
Y'all ain't right, man.
And like I said, and that sitting out player management stuff, making up excuses. Oh, I got a family thing. I got.
And then not even tell your teammates why you was doing.
If you healthy, bro, you need to be playing, man. Like,
bro,
if you healthy, play, bro. Like, don't cheat the game like that, man. That just come back to Steve.
Disrespecting his coach,
bro.
Yeah.
No, I don't need no coach.
Right.
Disrespectful, man.
How your coach say I don't know where he at? Your coach don't know where you at. Come on, bro. What is that? Your coach don't know where you at. Somebody, I don't know where he at. He been gone. I don't know where he at. What?
Bro.
Uncoachable.
Exactly. That junk is crazy, man.
You got some people that's uncoachable.
That junk is crazy. Yeah, you're not gonna get a ring like that, bro.
Not cheating the game like that.
They trying to microwave the championship over there, bro.
Can't do that, man. That junk come back and see you, bro.
This ain't 2K franchise mode, man.
KD get mad when people don't put him in the GOAT conversation. Like, this is the reason why you ain't in the same conversation with Kobe, Jordan, LeBron. Like, this is why you don't.
This is the reason why they don't even love you like they love Curry.
Because you do stuff like this, bro. Like, you can't cheat the game, man. Like, it's just something that it rubbed me the wrong way when you cheated, bro. Like, you can't do that, man.
You really,
I like
they really cheat themselves, to be honest. They really cheat themselves.
I ain't gonna say he ain't cap. I like KD as a player. Like, as a player, the dude cold, bro.
He'll never get it just because of what he doing, bro.
Right. What he doing, and he too talented. That's why I don't get, bro. Like, he too talented for that, bro. Honestly, he should have stayed to Golden State. Like, I was mad when he went there at first, but then I thought about it. I was like, you know what? I can't even be mad at that, bro. Like, he playing on a team where he feel like the system ain't gonna win him a championship,
and they appreciated him.
And I
appreciated him.
I understand, like, if you want to go to Golden State because they played it the right way and you fit in with them and everything good, and he was the bus driver. He wasn't even there, like, riding on the bus. Like, he was a bus driver on the team.
Steph Curry, like they say, Curry gave you the keys, bro. Curry was like, I'm going to do my thing.
Was Steph's team. Steph gave that man the keys, bro. I'm like, why you just don't stay and go to State?
And you still found the reason to find something wrong with that after winning 2 rings. Well, they weren't never going to love me like they love Steph. Of course not. Steph was the reason you win.
Can't get mad at that. That's Steph team. Always gonna be Steph team, bro.
Without Steph there, you had no reason to go there.
You wasn't a born bred child, bro. They didn't draft you. Like, you're not gonna get the same, you know what I'm saying?
That same kind of love.
You're not gonna get that same kind of love, bro.
That's Michael Jordan. You can't be mad at that. That's the Michael Jordan of Golden State. You can't be mad at
Exactly. You don't see LeBron telling Miami didn't love me like they love Wade.
Right.
LeBron didn't care about that because LeBron didn't know what's up. LeBron, like, look, I'm here to win championships.
Exactly.
Like, I ain't come here. I ain't come here to be beloved by Miami. Like, I want to.
Y'all think LeBron don't know that's Kobe? That the Lakers are Kobe and Magic in them. LeBron know he ain't gonna surpass them.
LeBron know what's up. LeBron know I'm not about to come here and eclipse Kobe. Like, I'll never do that. I can win 20 championships straight, and they still ain't gonna put me in the same conversation as Kobe.
Exactly.
Kobe was their child. Like, they drafted him. Got him in the draft. Like you ain't gonna get that same kind of love, bro. Like, it ain't gonna happen, bro.
They don't love you like that. They don't love you like that.
They don't love you like that. The crazy thing is, though, man, that type of loyalty and respect doesn't come from how many rings you get. It comes from how you navigate your career and how you play the game. Like that World Tour that Kobe was able to do, and I believe the one that LeBron is going to be able to do if he wants to do one, and certain people that be able to do D-Wade. It's gonna be other players that can't do that. Like, I'm just gonna keep it real. Like, I don't believe people like Kyrie, KD, you're not gonna be able to do that farewell tour like that.
No,
I mean, they don't love and respect you like that.
Exactly,
because you tarnished it. You tarnished it,
not the people. It's how you left it.
You tarnished it.
It's your legacy. It's how you left it.
Because I mean, I look at the stuff Kyrie do, bro. I be like, I don't understand. That's why I say, like, I be praying for Kyrie because I don't know what he going through, like, off the court, but like he ain't all there, bro. Like, he ain't there, man. Like, he do stuff that I don't understand. Like, when you go to Boston, I get like it's history there, but for them to not even respect you, like, they don't respect Kyrie. Like, they don't respect him. Like, Rondo left. Rondo was beloved.
They respect Rondo though,
but they respect Rondo. Like, Kyrie, like, they respect Isaiah Thomas. Like, Isaiah Thomas went to a different team, but they respect him. Like,
which I hate. Hey, y'all think Isaiah Thomas gonna get back in the league?
I hope so, bro.
I feel like his career got cut short, man.
He still can hoop, man, but he did have injuries, man. That's what hurt him. Like that hip injury messed him up, man.
I feel like it was two things: the hip injury, but also the Cleveland trade. I feel like everything went downhill for him when they shipped him off to Cleveland.
But he was hurt there. That's the thing. I think LeBron was happy to have him, but they never was able to play because he was hurt. That's what I'm saying. That hip injury.
That whole setup that LeBron did in the middle of the season, that jump was just a debacle. When they had Wade, D-Rose, Isaiah Thomas. Chris, you remember this?
Hey, I'll be real with you, bro. I'll be real with you. I think that trade, I think having them players together could have worked, but they had certain players that had egos that was messing stuff up. Like, you had J.R. Smith mad at D-Wade because he want to start. D-Wade better than him. And then D-Wade like, all right, bro, you got it. You can start. Then you got Isaiah Thomas, same deal. He want to start, but he ain't healthy. And you got D-Rose that healthy that can start. And he like, well, I want to start. And then D-Rose like, hey, bro, whatever. I just want to win. Like, you had too much. It was too much ego. Like,
too much going on, bro.
Too much ego. I'm like, then you got LeBron and Jay Crowder. They don't like each other, but they together.
Right.
Like,
they together.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. I feel like that locker room was probably funny as a mug. If you could go back in time and just look at that locker room, because if you look at their careers in a holistic standpoint, we're gonna look back at that years when I be like, dang, all of them was on the team together at one point. Like, how the heck did that?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Look, hey, Jay Crowder and LeBron was fighting the whole Phoenix and Lakers.
They don't like it. Bro, they don't like each other. That's why I was like,
really
why they playing together? Like, why is Jay Crowder with Cleveland? Like, them boys, that like Joakim Noah signing with Cleveland.
That'd be
Right.
great.
Don't like each other.
Right.
Cause trust me, some of these boys don't like LeBron, bro. Ain't
No,
no cap
I think him and Lance Stevenson had one of the funniest rivalries.
But that was different because they played together. They cool. Like that was
Yeah, they
different.
cool.
Like,
They
Jay
cool.
Crowder
I
and
just thought the
Chris
blow in the
Paul,
air was hilarious.
dudes like that, they genuinely do not like LeBron. Like they
Yeah.
don't like him.
Joe
Like,
Noah couldn't stand him.
Joe Noah cannot stand, but I respect
Lance
Joe
like Pat
Noah. Joe
That nigga
Noah
play
would never
defense.
play with him.
But yeah, he used to play defense on LeBron.
He played
I used-
defense crazy.
I used to love when the Bulls and the Cavs.
That was a good series.
Yeah.
When the Bulls and the Heat played against each other.
Oh
Bro,
yeah.
Great
slept on
series.
how good that series was.
Great series, man.
Listen,
It used to be a great series when they played each other.
always Darren Rose always held his own.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure.
That boy.
Love D Rose, man.
Yes, sir.
God.
Well,
Yeah. Yeah. Hey man, before we end out, man, I want to ask one more question because I know the game about to start a little bit. What was y'all favorite playoff series to y'all that y'all ever watched? I'm gonna go first. Mine was I think it was, and Chris, you can correct me on this. I think it was 09. It was either 09 or 08. It was the Celtics and the Bulls. Game 1 went into overtime. Game 2 went into double overtime. Game 3
was
went
that D Rose rookie year?
probably so.
That was in 08, I think.
Yeah, 08.
I think I know what you're talking about.
08. That was one of my favorite series.
No, because D Rose. Wait a minute, D Rose got drafted in 08, didn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
I know that the Bulls had D-Rose. They had
That was 09. My bad. It was 09.
They had a whole. That was when that era of the Bulls was first starting to come into their own. It was like, and nobody thought they were going to take. You said what?
Luol Deng them was there.
They had
Luol Deng.
They had Ben Gordon.
They had Ben Gordon, Luol Deng, Derrick Rose. I think
that was 09. That was 09.
Joakim Noah.
Wait, was that Larry Hughes and Rip? Larry Hughes, that wasn't that era. That Bulls era. That was a different Bulls era. When they had Larry Hughes and Rip Hamilton and all them,
I think that was a different Bulls era.
Yeah, that's different.
Yeah, different.
This one was when I think the big three for the Celtics had just got formed. And so
yeah,
they ended up going against the Bulls.
It was the year after that. Because if D Rose was on the team, that was 09.
Yeah. And see, this is the year. Yeah, and I think the Celtics had like the number 1 seed on the East.
Yeah, that was 08, 09.
So, and D Rose and them was hungry. But so it wasn't gonna be, so it wasn't no sleeper series. Like they took them boys to overtime, and like the first 3 games had like about 6 overtimes within the first 3 games. It was crazy.
Yeah, because the Lakers won the championship that year.
Yeah,
they beat Orlando.
And that was they beat Orlando. Okay, the year before that they beat the Celtics.
Nah, the year before the Celtics beat y'all in the finals. That was the first year they got together. The next year in 09, that was when D Rose was there. But y'all played Orlando in the finals because KG got hurt.
Right.
KG got hurt in the playoffs.
I know we went back to back in 2009, 2010. 1 year we beat the Magic.
Y'all beat Boston. Y'all beat Boston in 2010.
Y'all beat Boston in 2010.
Orlando in 09.
Yeah. That was because Kobe said that was his hardest championship.
For sure.
Oh yeah, that series was cool. Boy, that series was good.
That's when Ron hit that big 3.
Ron Artest stepped up big, bro. Kobe was off that night.
Ron stepped up. He definitely did.
And that's another reason why. Also, even though I don't overall say Kobe's the GOAT, I still say Jordan because he got he did get the 6 rings. But that's why I call him my GOAT because he literally beat the team that made LeBron go to the Heat.
Yeah, for real, bro. Like LeBron couldn't beat them boys, bro.
Them boys, they only got 1 ring, but them boys was real.
He couldn't beat them, bro. That's why he went to Miami. He couldn't do it. He couldn't beat them.
Yeah, but Kobe had a better squad.
I mean, now I'm gonna give you that, Chris. Kobe did have a squad when he did it.
Yeah, he had a squad. I mean,
but he had to set the culture for that squad too, though.
Yeah. Because LeBron wasn't getting nobody wasn't coming to no Cleveland, bro.
Yeah,
like, LeBron ain't proved himself. He ain't did nothing. Like nobody wasn't coming in.
That wasn't even nobody want to go to Cleveland. They ain't like Cleveland, period. It's a city, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Nobody coming.
Right.
We supposed to get Michael Redd. He ain't want to come. When Michael Redd was in his prime, he ain't want to come.
Nobody. Nah, I'm good. I ain't going to no Cleveland, bro.
But yeah, bro. So that was my favorite playoff series, bro.
Michael Redd is from Ohio. He didn't want to come back home. He from Columbia.
Yeah, he like, I'm good. Michael Redd said, "No, I'm straight. I ain't going no Cleveland."
That's messed up, bro.
Cleveland
I would
really.
say
I mean,
Ron-
even Joakim Noah said it, bro. Like, who want to go to Cleveland? Like, nobody say, "Hey, I want a vacation and go to Cleveland." Like, nobody want to go there,
my
bro.
phone, just in case my phone died. My phone might die. It's on 2%.
What was your playoff series, Chris?
Cleveland and Detroit, 07 Eastern Conference Finals. Cleveland, Detroit.
Great series, bro.
Okay.
Great series.
Yeah.
Great
07
series,
Eastern
bro.
Conference Finals. When LeBron scored 25 straight points and dropped 48 in Game 6.
Yeah, he went off.
Is that when y'all went to the finals?
Swept in the finals, though. Too bad he got swept in the finals.
Is that the same year y'all went to the finals and played against the Spurs?
Yep.
And got swept. Yep.
Word.
That same
Okay.
year. Bro, I was in the 5th grade, bro. And I cannot tell y'all, like, bro, I was so happy when we got to the finals because I didn't think we was going to beat Detroit, bro. Like, oh, my God, bro. I was so happy, bro.
Wow.
I did not think we was going to beat Detroit.
Because Detroit had a squad. Detroit had a squad.
Out the year before that. So Detroit had a squad. Yeah, they had a squad.
Yeah.
So I didn't think we was going to beat them. Yeah,
dang,
so
yeah, that's legit. Word.
Oh, man. I don't know, bro. I'm trying to think, man. I don't know. I think it's a tie between Boston and LA 2008.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to say, man, that's tough, bro. I think I'm gonna go with Boston. I'm gonna go with Boston Celtics 08 and the Lakers 09 because that was a series that got me like really, really into basketball. Like that was a good series, man. So I don't know though, man, because there's a lot of good series, bro.
Yeah.
Right.
There's a lot of them, bro. Trying to think, man.
Hey, Shamar, I might make you mad, but
what up?
To me, I'm gonna say the Knicks and the Pacers, 1995.
Hey, no cap. That series was good, bro.
Yeah, when Reggie Miller did it.
That series was good, bro. Reggie Miller and them boys. Hey, that was a good series, man.
Well, he had like 9 points in like 5 seconds.
Yeah, Reggie Miller went off, bro. No. Now we did get him one year though. I don't remember what year that was. I think that was in '96. I think we got him in '96. We beat him in '96, and then they beat us in '97.
Yeah, and I used to love the too. Now them Lakers and Kings rivalries.
Them used
to be some good.
04 Kings.
Those was some serious. I ain't gonna lie, bro. We had it was some Lakers Kings battles, and it was some Lakers Spurs battles. Like that 0.4 of a second shot.
Yeah.
During that series,
man, I
love that series.
It's a lot of good series.
A lot of
them.
I don't know if I can.
I used to want the Kings. I used to want the Kings to beat them boys because
I ain't gonna lie.
Them boys had a squad.
Scared, bro. I used to get scared from them Kings, bro. We had some close battles with them boys.
Yeah, but them boys had a squad. Them boys had a squad though.
Chris Webber, Roddy Divac, Mike Bibby,
Pager Stojakovic.
Yep, Pager.
And what's the dude?
Roddy Divac, Pager, Chris Webber, Mike Bibby.
Yep.
Doug Christie.
Yeah.
Pager. Not Pager. What that dude name is? Hito Turgaloo.
Yeah, them boys had a squad.
Bobby Jackson. They had a good team, bro. I'm missing people, but they had a real good team.
But they can never beat
never get over the Lakers.
Lakers was tough, bro.
The Lakers was tough.
The Lakers was tough back then, bro. Like Shaq he was a problem. Like you couldn't do with Shaq, man. He was too dominant, man.
And then when you think you're gonna beat him, Robert Ory hit the three, boom, kill him.
I ain't gonna lie. Between Robert Ory, Derek Fisher, and Rick Fox, we had some shooters. We had some shooters on the perimeter, bro. Any three of them could get you a big three when you needed it.
Yeah, for sure.
With ease.
And they all had their moments. Derek Fisher with the 4-10 shot. It was times when we had big threes from Rick Fox, and Robert Ory definitely gave us some in some game sevens.
Oh yeah.
So, well, for those that's left, appreciate y'all for joining. We're gonna slide up out of here though. And Chris
for this game.
I think Chris died. Not died.
His phone died.
His phone died.
His phone died. So he sent his peace out to y'all too, because he ain't on there right. But yeah, man. Appreciate y'all for watching. Y'all hold it down. Enjoy this game. Go Dallas.
Yeah, let's
Let's
go,
go,
Mavs.
Let's go.
Go Mavs.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, fellas.
All right, y'all. Peace.
Peace.
Peace out.